let me pause the other song. I was like, stop, don't play, freeze yourself. But anyways, hello everybody, happy Friday. I hope you all are having a fantastic day today. I gotta show y'all some shit real quick. Y'all wanna see the most disrespectful thing Dunkin' Donuts has ever done to my ass? You're joking. I was all excited. Right before the stream. I can eat one of these sandwiches in approximately 30 seconds if I try. I was gonna dog at least half of this hoe in the intro, and I open it, and what the fuck? Like, this is a fucking croissant sandwich, by the way. Yeah, I see people are asking, what is it? It's a croissant sandwich. It seems like they just burnt the shit out of the one side. The rest of it seems like alright, but it's the one side I opened, coincidentally, is just burnt to shit. Couldn't tell you what happened here. I'm gonna eat it regardless. I'm gonna let you know. I will eat it regardless. But I just had to show you guys because I thought that was really funny, and I literally opened it during the intro, and I was like, there's absolutely no way. But in good news, I also have 25 munchkins, and there's like these new ones I've never seen before in here. They're like these like coated in like Oreo munchkins, so that's exciting. I'll be popping those during the stream here and there if you catch me eating some stuff. That's what I'll be eating. The one good thing about having boxes everywhere is places to put stuff when your desk is filled. It's amazing. So, before we get into today's part 2 of Shaped by the Algorithm, we gotta get into this drawing that I owe you guys. Wait, I'm crying. Big Porky said Zay trying to have her nice little sandwich, but then the Fire Nation attacked. So I owed you guys this one. Can you see it at all? I feel like I'm trying to like angle this. There we go. Yay! It's finished. Do you like it? Do you love it even? Did I miss any? The only thing that I didn't include was the choker. Now, I'll be clear. I thought about including the choker, but the problem is her fucking neck and her head is so big, there just isn't space where it wouldn't look like it's a neck tattoo. The trout mouth on point, I'm glad. All I wanted was you guys to enjoy this drawing, so that makes me super freaking happy. Also, we got Barely Functional starting off this Friday with 5 Hot Dog Gang gifted members, which takes us to 5 out of 14 on our goal already. Thank you, Bear, my wife. Amanda said you even got the liver tit. I feel like it wouldn't be right without it. And thankfully, Danny was there while I was working on it. So, you know, she made sure to give me her, like, critiques as we went. So, I have to admit, Danny, artistic vision very much included the liver tit. So, shout out Danny. Killing it. Alright, so let's go ahead and start on part 2 of Shaped by the Algorithm. If you guys don't remember or weren't here for last week's episode, this is something that we're going to be doing on Fridays until you guys have decided you're bored of it. We are going to be watching the next part in the Snowflake series. Now, this was done a long time ago, but this is kind of to give me an idea of some of the past stuff that has gone on within Girl World, or specifically Amber herself, because there's quite a few parts to this particular documentary on Amber. He's done a couple different series on her, but this one has quite a few parts. So, buckle in, get ready, because we got 52 minutes to watch. Well, I am going to skip through the intro on this one, just because we watched the intro on the last one, and it's the same intro. You guys get the concept. Alright. Let's hit this.
Her dad, and it's not messing up for her mom. So, it's just messing up for me.
Wait. Should we play a drinking game? I'm thinking about it. Should we play game? What's gonna get us drunk, but not too drunk? I'm trying to think. All right. Every time Amber, every time Amber bursts out into tears. Wait, no. That might be too much. I don't know, because I haven't seen this part yet. Ooh. You gotta do a buzzball? I don't have a buzzball. I got shots, but let me go grab my drink real quick before we start. Because you know what? If we're gonna hit some old Amber, we gotta drink for this. And it's Friday. Why not? That was the sound of a cup falling on the floor. I'm sure you all heard it. There's just so much shit all over my apartment. I gotta, like, fight to even get to my solo cup. They're not even solo cups. These are hefty cups. I'll be real. They're cheaper than solo cups. I ain't paying extra just to get the solo brand on it. Hefty cups are just as affordable. All right. So I think I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna drink every time I hear Amber. Oh, I think burst out into tears. Burst out into tears. Fuck it. We ball. I'm worried about it, but we'll see what happens.
I wanted to let you guys know that don't be me. Do not be me. Don't lose a bunch of weight and then gain it back, because it is one of the worst feelings.
No! I fucked up! I fucked up, didn't I? This is off to a bad start for me, guys. I'm not gonna make these big. I'm not even gonna make these full shots. I have a feeling. Oh, I have a feeling something's gonna happen here. Oh, Lord.
I really hope that 2015 can be magical for me. I don't believe in fairy tales, but maybe I will now.
The last time we left Amber, she was in floods of tears. Devastated, she hadn't managed to stick to her goal of getting below 300 pounds. In fact, not only had she managed to not lose the weight she set out to, she had actually gained weight instead. Despite Amber being so upset, she knew she still had a lot to be thankful for. She was in a loving relationship with her girlfriend Crystal. She had a happy home life, living with Crystal and Crystal's parents, and their dogs and cats. And Amber really, really liked cats.
It's a gold cat with diamonds.
Oh, no.
Look at Crystal.
Oh, no. Is this the rarity arc? Preemptively let me know now if this is about to be a sad episode.
It's a candle. And it's a cat. This is 365 days of bad cats, 365 days of kitten friends, and 365 days of cat naps.
Okay, thank you,
I already have
Pinkwood. Thank
365
you.
days of cats, but I so badly want another one.
Amber had managed to lose some weight in 2014, but every time she lost a little, she seemed to put a lot more back on. And by the end of 2014, she had put on over 20 pounds from where she had started from at the end of 2013.
Can I be honest? Hearing that, it's really hard for me to feel bad for Amber. I'll be clear. Like, I'm not somebody who's like, I'm super empathetic of her woes or whatever. But that makes me feel bad. Imagine starting a weight loss YouTube channel and then you end up gaining 20 pounds. Like, man, that's a rough one.
But she told us this year was going to be a new beginning, a chance to learn from her disastrous previous year, and despite failing in her goal, she still had the support of her fans.
You have a great attitude and so much support. You are blessed. You can do it. We are here to support you and watch you on your journey.
Who is this? Is this before AI or is this AI?
Amberlynn, you can do this. Hold your head high and keep on trucking. Thank you for being so honest and brave.
Honest and brave. One of those words, you know what? I'll say one nice thing about Amber. She's brave. She's certainly brave.
Make it your year. Come on, girl. Baby steps. You can do it. You aren't a failure. The bird in the tree does not worry if the branch will break. She has faith in her wings.
Can I just say, seeing this all, knowing how things go, it's kind of sad. So many people really were rooting for her. I feel like there's probably some of you guys who are here now who at one point were rooting for her. And that was something I tried to explain to Amber many times, is that most of the people that are like haters or people that don't fuck with her are not people that wanted to see bad things happen to her. They wanted to see her get better. Everybody wanted to see her lose the weight and become a better person and stop doing the shitty things she does, treating people the way she does. But she never changed. So then through time, those people realized, why have empathy for a person who's never going to put effort into themselves to begin with? So then they gave up on her too. And this is prime example. I knew I was right when I said that.
Comments like these went on, and Amber was ready to succeed this time. If Amber didn't have her fans supporting her, believing in her, then it's entirely possible Amber
This is the same
would have given
cry,
up
okay?
completely. She wanted to lose the weight for herself, of course, but also for all of her fans who had stuck by her. Win, lose or draw, they were there for her, and she really, really wanted to win for them.
I literally just started crying. I'm just like, these people are rooting me on, and it just means so much to me. And I just want to thank you all. And here I go with the waterworks again, but it just means the world to me that so many of you believe in me, even through everything. I have failed you guys.
She's not
I've failed
crying.
myself so many different times. So
She said here
it's
she
really
goes, but
amazing
she
to
didn't
see
cry.
people still believe in me, and I don't know. I just appreciate it so much, and I thank you guys more than you know.
Oh!
Now she
Yo, we made it out of that one scot-free. She said, here we go with the waterworks. Not a single... There wasn't any crying in that. Because, you know when she cries, she gets this, like, face on. In the other video, that's how I determine when I take the shot. When the trout mouth becomes so troutable, you can't deny it anymore. When she's hitting the nematodes from SpongeBob. That's how I'm determining. Tears have to fall to count. No, not necessarily, because fake tears could count in this. She's got to hit the full nematode trout, and we're in.
had the added motivation of wanting to reward her fans for their belief in her, and she truly believed this would be the year she finally lost that unwanted weight. Stepping on the scales at the beginning of the year and having them tell her she had actually gained weight rather than lose any was just the wake-up call Amber needed. One major problem she had last year was with the scales. In Amber's mind, she would do really well on her diet and with her exercise for a few days, step on the scales and they would tell her she had put weight on. Then she would feel depressed and binge eat. So,
I'm sorry, that's a hell of a cycle. I really gotta admit, that is a hell of a cycle. So, you get onto the scale, and you're upset that the weight is higher, so you binge eat? That scares me, and that's what makes me feel like she needs help beyond just her trying to do it. Like, this is something that this is a food addiction to the point that you have to talk to a therapist about it, or like a psychologist, because most people, when their negative response is to something, they're not going to use the thing that caused that to then cope. But this is the most unhealthy cycle of cope. But I mean, I guess that's how drug addiction works too, right? But a lot of drug addicts have to go to therapy to help themselves, so this just might be in the same coin. Amanda said she needs inpatient rehab. I mean, I've said that before. I think her being in an inpatient facility where not only is her eating restricted, but her eating is monitored by people, there would be people there tracking her progress and motivating her to do better. And the one thing about Amber is she loves people in her life. I feel like the bonds that she could make with people at an inpatient thing might be low-key good for her. Like, if she made the bonds with people that are positive and supportive in her weight loss journey, maybe that's what it would take for her to get better. But the problem is, at her size, it's easier to find people and make bonds with people that just like bigger women. So, Band Mono with the 2 said, hey Zay, if you want to collab sometime, let me know. Get a PC, Mono. I mean, never mind. I know why you said that, though.
this time she was not going to be ruled by the scales. No more daily weigh-ins, she was going to weigh herself sporadically, just whenever she felt like it. Amber and her fans knew she was capable of losing the weight. After all, she had done it before.
Wait a minute. The weighing herself going from like tracking it exactly to doing it sporadically is kind of reminding me of like a week ago when we were covering the video of Amber saying she's no longer going to be showing everything she's eating. She's just tired of doing it after admitting she had a binge. I'm starting to realize not just a pattern of her falling back into things, but her trying to like not even hide it because she's honest about the fact that it happened, but then she doesn't want to show her still going through it. Am I making sense in saying that? I don't know if anyone's kind of getting what I'm saying.
Oh.
I do bring up when I lost 89 pounds a lot because it was a big, significant time in my life.
Amber's new goal was to get down from 385.2 pounds to 369.8, a much better short-term goal for her, rather than last year's goal of getting below 300 pounds in a whole year. She was done with setting herself huge long-term goals, and if she was going to hit this new target weight, then she would need some assistance.
Hell yeah.
She had tried in the past to lose weight, only to fail, but a lot of that had to do with her childhood, she told us. However, she didn't really want to go into detail about it. Fans may have wanted to know more about her upbringing and her difficulties, but she said she wouldn't go into that right now as that was pretty private. And she didn't like to tell people private things.
Plus, I'm not feeling good because of my period.
So she would need some help this time to lose the weight, and she was getting plenty of support from Crystal.
By the way, Crystal got me this for Christmas, and
Oh, the George Foreman? Yo, wasn't there an episode of Drake and Josh where they stole a bunch of these George Foreman grills? Never heard of these. Am I right? Was it these grills? I can't remember, but that's the only time there was like these little panini press type grills that they stole like a big heist of in Drake and Josh. That's the only time I ever heard of them. And that's what I think of when I see George Foreman grills. I swear to God, that was the brand. Also, we got Chandon Yan with the 1 Hot Dog Gang gifted member, which takes us to 6 out of 14. See, but then maybe I'm wrong, because what I'm starting to see in this is that maybe she did have people in her life who were positively supporting her to lose weight, and she's still making the bad decision. So maybe I'm wrong, because remember, like I said, I haven't seen all these. We're getting into the nitty-gritty of it. Shit, Sammy said, call me George Foreman, because I'm selling everybody grills. Damn. Silly, it's Lily got that gifted and she's excited as hell about it, which is what I love to see. Made my day. Thank you.
I used it yesterday. Oh my God, I'm in love with it.
Crystal was a godsend for Amber. Because of her, Amber had a place to live. She had someone to make her feel loved and cared for. She had someone to talk to, turn to when she was upset. And the pair seemed very happy together. But just like last year, we weren't getting a good look at Crystal. She didn't like appearing in Amber's videos, so on the rare occasions we would catch a glimpse of her, it was fairly exciting. Trying to spot her in the background, it was like a game of Where's Waldo. Where is she? Where is she? Ah, there she is. Oh no, wait, I thought it was her, but it's just another woman. Where is she? Oh, there she is.
What did I miss? Wait a minute. I looked back for 2 seconds to grab a paper towel, and I looked back, and we got Christine Weston Chandler on my screen. This is a wild time.
As well as needing support from Crystal along her weight loss journey, she needed the fans' help. Getting positive feedback on how she was doing was vital for Amber's positive mental health, and if she was happy, there was more chance she would do the work that was
Maybe we'll
required
make it out
to
of
lose
this
the
one
weight.
without getting hammered.
It was when she was sad that she had the problems. Amber did seem to genuinely care for her fans. There still may not have been many at this stage, but there were enough to keep Amber happy. She was always...
See, but that's the thing. Amber's kind of always given me that vibe that she'll give her fans, like, how can I explain it? Like, love to the degree that she, like, it's not true appreciation. It's like she loves them because of what they can do for her. That's always the vibe I've been given. It's like, as long as they support her, as long as they're sending her uplifting messages, she likes them. Hard one to say. Also, Mr. Snowflake said, oh, it's Friday, isn't it? Oh, you know, if we're watching a Snowflake documentary, it's Friday. But good to see you. Hope you're doing good today.
Always talking about her fans and how much she cared for them, how much she enjoyed interacting with them. She would try and come up with ideas to get the fans more involved in her videos as well. One good idea she had was for the fans to ask her about her darkest and deepest secrets.
Do you guys want to know my deepest, darkest secrets? I have an idea. You guys can ask me questions in the comments below, and in my vlog tomorrow, I'll answer some of them. Why?
I'm sorry, I got the giggles because could you imagine Amber doing that now? Could you imagine her sitting up on TikTok being like, guys, we're doing a Q&A. Ask me my deepest, darkest secrets. Bro, the comment section would be so mess. I can't.
This was her supporters' chance to find out anything at all about Amber, all of the juicy gossip. She would tell them anything they wanted to know. So, what were fans just dying to know about Amberlynn?
Deepest, darkest secret? What is thing that annoys you? What state do you live in?
In this
Now this is this is how you know it was like early into her YouTube career, because you would not see the comments like that now. Like, oh my god, that's why I'm dying, because it's just like I could only imagine it would be all like, what happened to Rarity? That's all it would be.
week's copy of Lolcow Weekly, Amber reveals her dirty little secrets. Christine Weston Chandler discusses what it's like to be voted the world's sexiest woman. And is it all over for the once tolerable Jimmy Bunker?
Wait a minute. Snowflake, because you were just in the chat, so I hope you're still here. What's up with you and Chris Chan? What's your thing with Chris Chan? Because I've never seen this many Chris Chan references in this short span.
Amber had gotten that hunger back, that desire to succeed, and with all the support she was getting, it was time for her to cross the threshold. Amber started back at the gym. She had struggled last year with exercise, with having a bad back and pulling the odd bone here and there, but this time she would push through the pain and just do it.
Yes.
And she was pretty impressed with herself for being able to match the fit-looking people on the treadmill for speed. She was also impressed with herself for being the only obese person to go to her gym. Amber was training hard and was clearly loving the gym this time around.
Let's go to the gym and I'm like really pissed off right now. I didn't do half as much as I wanted to do. I wore the wrong pants, I wore the wrong underwear. We just got out of the gym and I must say this has actually been the only time this has happened, but I felt kind of nauseous.
Sorry, I'm still stuck on the wrong pants, wrong underwear. What was she wearing? What was she wearing? Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I know those moments, like, where you're in the gym and all of a sudden, like, what you're wearing makes you uncomfortable for the workout you're doing. I'm like, what is she wearing? Because I feel like she's kind of limited in her workout gear. But what do you mean the wrong underwear? Don't tell me. Don't tell me this woman. I pray to God that there is not a floss-sized amount of string up the Jabba coochie, but I don't know. I don't know, and I'm concerned now because when you say wrong underwear, the only thing I could think of is that she's wearing the shit that's trying to, you know, cut her like those lines of cheese.
So as you guys know, Crystal and I couldn't go to the gym today because it was supposed to snow. And a lot of the times it says it's gonna snow and then it actually doesn't. And I wake up and I see nothing. But it did snow. I'm looking out the window right now. And it's not that much, but I don't trust Crystal driving in that yet.
As well as heading out into the gym, Amber was heading into the
Zoodles.
kitchen. Last year,
Zucchini
Amber would eat far too many processed foods and TV dinners, which she thought was her eating healthily. However, she had clearly done some research since then and realised that eating a TV dinner you put in the microwave wasn't the best thing for her. Now she was actually cooking, eating more fruits and vegetables.
Now, because is this what started the nasty-ass arc of her making these disgusting meals? Because low-key, I'd rather her at this point go with one of those, like, Hungry Root or whatever they're called. I think that's one of them. Where they, like, send you, like, recipes for, like, meals or whatever. They're like, Hello Fresh. Get that shit. Definitely not sponsored, so I feel like anything that's not having her eat cottage cheese mustard slop.
drinking only water and nothing else, cooking meats on her new Foreman grill, and after just a single week of eating correctly and training hard at the gym, Amber remarkably lost over 8 pounds. Last year she had all the excuses in the book, and a few not in the book, as to why she would fail to lose weight. She blamed her period, blamed the scales, blamed her weird body being scientifically different to everyone else's. But she proved to her
Weird body being was she one of the big boned movement people? Bro, can I say that was actually, out of all the things that came from the body positivity movement, that big boned argument actually blew my brain up. Cause like, what do you mean? The human skeleton is going to be the same when you die. Like obviously there's going to be slight differences. There are certain people whose bones will be slightly larger than others. But that doesn't equate for the fat on the skeleton. I never understood that argument. It drove me insane.
herself and to her fans that when she put the work in, she would get the desired results.
I just feel better. I'm eating a lot healthier. I'm working out at the gym. I'm pushing myself. I'm drinking my water. And I really feel determined this year. And it's really exciting to feel this way. And I'm going to take you guys like so. And it just feels really good to, you know, finally be on track and actually enjoy being on track. Like, I can't even remember the last time I felt like bliss and joy and just happiness from being on track and actually having fun while doing it. Like, it just feels.
Can I confidently say also, by the way, she looks way better with these invisible eyebrows than she does with the red ones. Like, I know why she fills them in, because there's not much there, but like, you look way better with the invisible brows than you do with the red ones. We got Chantanam with the two said nausea. It's all water and bone weight. Bro, every time she's like, my lipedema is making it so I can't work out because I'm swelling. I'm gonna lose it, because when you look it up, what helps swelling for both lymphedema and lipedema? So she was working out. So I don't really, when she says that, I'm like, what bullshit are you trying to spin? Soup weight is crazy.
It's really good. And
As well as Amber being off to a good start, so was Crystal. She was eating healthy and working out as well, and she began losing weight too. A perfect start for Amber all round. However, we had been here before. Amber getting off to a good start, then she would lose it, and it would slowly slip away. But this was the most amount of weight we had.
I know both those plates are for her. Don't fuck with me. We got MSK755 with the Canadian 5 who said, Zay, you're killing it. Thank you so much. Appreciate all you guys. And any jewels that have been thrown today, I just caught Good Vibes Flow with the little hiding jewels. Any of you guys who send jewels, thank you. I don't always get to thank you guys enough because it doesn't pop up on my thing, but you are appreciated.
Seen Amber lose in such a short space of time. So, on the surface at least, it appeared as though she was serious this time. One big problem Amber had last year was turning down temptations. If Crystal's parents said go get some takeout, Amber would get takeout. Or if someone brought cakes or treats round, Amber just couldn't say no. But this was 2015, a new year, and like Amber told us, a new her.
it was her aunt's birthday, so she ended up getting cupcakes. And when she got
Oh my god, you're right. Melissa Duncan, I forgot your gift. I literally saw it and forgot to even shout it out. I'm such an asshole. By the way, Melissa Duncan did send a hot dog and gifted membership, and that takes us to 7 out of 14 for today. Thank you for reminding me, because I literally, my brain, I don't know why I didn't. I should have shouted it out right when I saw it, because sometimes I forget. My bad.
the cupcakes, I was like, okay, I'm totally not gonna eat these. All day long, I've been doing absolutely amazing on my counting calories and eating healthy. I'm making great choices.
Great choices.
And I knew I wasn't gonna eat the cupcakes. No, we decided to all watch Annabelle, even though Crystal and I have already seen it, but everyone wanted to see it, so we're like, okay. We played games all day and then decided to watch the movie. So as we were watching the movie, everyone had popcorn, which that fit into my calories perfectly, and then people started eating the cupcakes, and I couldn't resist, so I did eat a cupcake.
Well,
I couldn't resist. My suggestion in moments of temptation are to walk away, walk out of the room, go outside, breathe you some fresh air, touch some grass, because I know it's hard. It's like similar to like, I had a friend who like got totally sober once and she was like not drinking at all. So like, I just never drank around her. She said she could handle it, and I'm 100% positive that she could. But it just feels fucked up to like constantly put that temptation in your face. And I feel like if the people in her life are like on her side, you know, whatever, they're not gonna bat an eye if she walks out of the room for a second just to go outside because she doesn't want to be around the food temptation. You know what I'm saying? But you also can't stop other people from eating what they want just because you're on that health journey. That's like why food addiction is one of the harder ones, because if you have temptation around you, you truly cannot stop other people. You won't be able to. Also, thank you. Where did it go? I see that there's jewels. We got, I don't know, Shy with little finger heart jewels. And we got V Midnight with the 5 Hot Dog Gang gifted members. That takes us to 12 out of 13, I believe. I'm a little bad at math, so if that's wrong, I'm so sorry.
Well, at least it was just the one cupcake. It's not like she ate over her daily calories.
And I did go over calories, but
Rather than Amber being upset with herself for messing up so soon, she was in fact proud of herself.
I logged every single calorie, so that's like a great accomplishment. So I did go over calories today, but something that normally that happens on the weekend is I fall off track completely. I don't count calories. I easily eat 5,000 calories in one day, but I didn't eat anywhere near those amounts.
5,000 calories in one day. Oh my, whoa, man. Whenever like I hear like numbers like that, it's like, how can you say that with a smile on your face? I feel like that's part of the problem. Because even in this clip, like when she's like joking about it, she's like, oh, well, I could easily eat 5,000 calories in one day, but because I didn't. But if you're still slipping back into bad habits, it's a slippery slope.
So the only thing that put me over was the cupcake, and I had a couple crackers with like this wine cheese, and really,
now there's
it was
more.
just a couple crackers. I'm really proud of myself. Of course.
Amber was logging all of her
And literally it was just a couple crackers. How much wine cheese? Port wine cheese? I know what you're talking about. How much did you put on there?
food on MyFitnessPal, and to be fair to Amber, the vast majority of what she was eating was healthy foods. She was doing better than past Amber, and she knew it.
I have 2 more meals for the night, and today's going perfectly as per usual. What can I say? I'm just so awesome.
Although her
At least she's not
portions did
crying
look
this
very
much.
small, causing some to worry she was setting herself up to binge later. But she assured us she was not doing what she did last year, just eating what she wanted without telling her fans. She was doing really well this time when it came to her food, although that in itself was causing some issues.
Have you guys ever eaten like such bad foods like ice creams and candies and just horrible fattening foods for like a big period of time, and then you completely went healthy and you ate less? Did that give you guys diarrhea? Ugh.
No! No! Wait a minute. Oh no, what arc are we about to get into?
Last year, it seemed like as soon as Amber started hitting her stride, something would happen that would derail her, cause her to get upset, and she would binge eat. One thing that perhaps got to her more than anything else were the haters. Amber, back in 2014, received some negative comments on some of her videos, which caused her to take a 3-day break from YouTube. But this was a new year, and new Amber.
It used to really get to me. Now it's just, I mean, yes, it's hurtful and it's like your point being, like, type of thing, but it doesn't like affect me like it used to. But
She said she was aware enough to realize people were just trying to get a rise out of her, get any reaction they could. But just like last year, she proceeded to make an entire video dedicated to the negative comments and the people that would leave them.
This has always been Amber's top problem. Can I say that? I will say confidently. Amber's top problem is that she can't help but respond so much more to negativity than she always responds to positivity, which is why there will always be people shitting on her no matter what. Even if she took accountability for every fucked up shit she did, because she gives so much more attention to negative people in her chat, they're always gonna be there.
I'm getting a lot of like negative feedback.
Surprise, motherfucker.
BTW, the chicken salad she made recently was almost 3,000 milligrams sodium.
Dude, and that's like part of it too, because I remember in the video where she had those giant glasses on the other day where she was talking about like not recording all her food anymore. She's like, oh, well, I gained weight from the sodium intake. Yeah, because she's been intaking, by the way, like when we were looking at the apathetic facts video where she like did the math on it, like 4 times the daily limit for what you're supposed to be intaking for sodium. So it's like, yeah, she might be eating less calories, but your sodium is through the fucking roof. And I'm talking like through the roof. It's not even like close. If it was like maybe a little bit over, people could be like, whatever. It's way over, 4 times over. Even if the amounts that Apathetic Facts wasn't counting were exactly correct, you're still over. That's the problem. Also, we got Harmonious Pretzel with the 1 Hot Dog Gang gifted member, which takes us to 13 out of 14, which means we only need 1 more to hit today's Little Daily Members goal. Thank you, guys.
Regarding thumbs up and thumbs down, I know to a lot of people that don't really matter, but I feel like if you watch my videos, you should watch them because you like me, you like who I am, and you like who I'm about.
Amber seemed to be under the impression that if you watched her videos, you had to like her. It was early days into 2015, but she had already had enough of the haters and of YouTube.
But the problem with this is that I feel like 2015 era of the internet was very hateful. Yeah, you could get a lot of positivity and a lot of fans and a lot of love, but there's also a lot of hate that could come too, especially in that time because things were way more unfiltered than they are now. Cancel culture just started kind of being a thing around this era, you know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't really, like, it just seems like she lived in this world of like naivety where she genuinely thought everything was gonna be all happy skippy, and I just don't know why she believed that. Also, we got Werewolf Richcraft with 5 Hot Dog Gang gifted members. That finishes out our goal and then some, so thank you guys so much. If you got a membership today, please make sure to thank whoever gave you that gifted, because getting gifted memberships is the coolest way to become a member.
So she would take a break just like before, but this time she wouldn't take just a measly 3-day break. She had learned from her mistakes. This time she would make it a whole 1 day's break. And
a midnight wiener stroker.
Apparently Gravity is gonna disappear. Who needs to die? She's about to be a skinny queen, rolling on the floor laughing.
What do you mean Gravity is about to disappear? Wait, where did that come from? I mean, if Gravity disappears, I guess she's good.
like last time, Amber claimed she was ready to leave for longer than she did, but the nice comments from fans brought her back. They uplifted her and made her realise she had more fans than haters. She loved the fans commenting. However, in her return video, literally the next day, she disabled the likes and dislikes and the comments. She may have thought turning comments off were a solution to the haters, but she was still giving them some sort of a reaction. Above all other comments she received that upset her though, this was the worst.
Someone said, this is a comment on here by the way, someone said,
is she gonna cry?
You
Predictions now, is she gonna cry? I think yes. I'm sensing it in the moon. I'm getting ready for it.
I want to tell you, cats are disgusting just like you. You're such a fat, fake cow that looks like a man. And
A really horrible comment.
Oh, she didn't!
However, when people tried to find this comment, they couldn't. Amber told someone in the comments that the horrible message was left on her last vlog, but it wasn't there either. Amber appeared to be very upset by the comment, but there was one thing in it that got to her more than anything else.
And I feel sorry for Crystal and Crystal's family that they have to deal with a freeloader like you. You're a worthless piece of trash. You're never going to lose weight because you're a cow. You live off of others. What you need to do is get a job and stop sitting on your ass all day and eating.
Okay,
No.
so Amber didn't have a job. But how on earth could the person who commented this think Amber sponged off Crystal's parents?
We're gonna go to Panera Bread. I'm gonna go to Panera Bread yet again.
The music switch up. I'm sorry, the music switch up took me out because it's like, why are you complaining about people saying you're bumming off her parents when her parents are literally paying for your diet?
Crystal and I decided we're gonna go to Panera Bread.
Crystal got 1 Mediterranean chicken flatbread with chips, and I got the bowl of baked potato soup with a...
Yo, as somebody who eats at Panera regularly to the point I'm a SIP club member, that shit ain't cheap. It is not the cheapest thing you could be eating.
French baguettes.
Chipotle is such a lovely place. This is a bunch of Chinese food, like literally just jam-packed. It's like a Chinese buffet in here. We're gonna go to Chipotle, and then after Chipotle, we're going to go home and eat it. We finally decided to go to Mexico restaurant. Get a bowl with brown rice to go. Black beans and chicken.
Yes, Amber had no job and would go out to eat a lot.
Oh,
So
no.
when she wasn't going out to eat, what else
It's a
did Amber
terrible
do
mix.
with her time?
Playing hit or miss. Items used by a magician. Go. Crystal and I are playing Pictionary, and it's her turn. Sad face. If you're
What kind of Pictionary was that?
curious, we're playing Likewise. Exotic vegetable.
Wait, I'm gonna read this. There's literally hours worth of footage of Amber playing board games. Why does she keep vlogging this stuff thinking it's entertaining for the viewer? It's almost as bad as her showing us coloring in. I'd rather watch one of Jimmy Bunker's vlogs.
To give a lot of the same numbers you can play.
Yeah,
He
it reminds me of in the last episode we watched of this where she's literally showing off her coloring book. Like, what is this content?
Sequence a lot. I never knew. You have a lot of numbers in a row.
When Mr. Snowflake's complaining that I don't do anything, I'm fucking working until stupid o'clock in the morning, and I'm walking home. It's freezing. It's dark. I walk through woods. I actually walk through a wood. You ever heard of the missing 411?
Shit, bro's on an
I
exploration.
don't think there's many like Bigfoot or cougars or top predators in Newcastle, but you never know. There's probably fucking murderers though.
Oh, don't
This is
die.
the first time. Are you okay? Your throat doesn't sound very good this morning.
That's what it sounded like.
Your cough makes me frown.
Oh.
As if dealing with negative comments and dislikes wasn't enough for Amber, she also had to deal with Crystal being sick. Amber couldn't do much about her being sick, but she did what she could.
Alright, let's go get her some cough drops. So I found them. There's so many different ones, I don't even know which one to choose. There's a sugar-free kind with vitamin C, so I might do that one, but we'll see. But Crystal's been wanting this big elephant for I don't even know how long, so I might surprise her with it.
Okay,
Amber
yeah.
was understandably upset.
Fair.
She didn't know what was wrong with Crystal. Crystal had had a bad cough for some time now, and Amber was concerned it could be something serious. She had talked about how worried she was in numerous videos. The wait to find out what was wrong with Crystal was like torture for Amber. Amber could do nothing except buy Crystal gifts to keep her spirits up.
You are perfect, because I like cats.
Eventually, the day came when it was time for Crystal to get checked out, and on the morning of Crystal's appointment, poor Amber could think of nothing other than Crystal.
Alright, so today is Crystal's appointment for her throat. Hair is in a bun again. It's just so much easier. My hair is super
Why is she smiling? Why is she like giddy in this video? I don't know. Her like vibe feels weird about this. We got Hype for Please with the 5 Hot Dog Gang gifted members. Thank you so much. Make sure to thank if you got a gifted.
super long and it gets annoying. So I'm just wearing these heart earrings with colorful like crystals. I got these from just like a side shop like in a random street.
I'm sorry. This is so Black Mirror vibes where you're like, yeah, vlogging, taking my girlfriend to the hospital. Here's my outfit check. What is going on here?
I don't even know. This purpley pink necklace I got from Walmart. I'm just wearing a blue cardigan because it's super comfy. I don't remember where I got this. I think it was Kohl's. So it's just a super comfy cardigan. Crystal's
Crystal is dying in the background. And she's like, look at my little cardigan. Ooh, gotta spin around. And Crystal's like walking and like, and she's like, look at my little cardigan, my little crystal necklace, my earring. This is so nuts.
in here, right? Riddler. And I'm wearing my Rebecca Minkoff, of course, which I got from Saks Fifth Avenue. And I totally forgot to pick out a ring. I don't know why I do that, but I think I have a perfect one that would match my earrings. It's like silver flowered with colorful stones.
Stop coughing!
Once they got to the doctors, the pair had to...
Sorry. He was funny as fuck for that. I gotta say though, if I picked any video to say shot every time Amber bursts out into tears, this is the one, apparently. Because we are almost halfway through, and I've only taken one shot.
wait for Crystal to be seen, and poor Amber seemed even more concerned about Crystal's health.
I have a disco fever on my face. My lips are so dry. Not chapstick. EOS.
Now I need chapstick. It's like a disease. Someone says it, and I'm like, I need it.
So we just got out of her appointment, and do you mind if I tell him? What does that mean?
I said no.
No, like you don't mind?
I don't mind.
No, like she don't want you to tell them her personal medical business. What?
So Crystal has seen quite a few people because, as you guys know, she's been feeling like there's something in her throat, this and that. She's gone to every doctor you can think of, thinking it's everything you can think of, and oh god. It turns out that Crystal actually has an ulcer on her esophagus, and we never knew this, and we were so confused. I just got done crying because I know ulcers like don't kill you per se. It just makes me really sad, and it's absolutely devastating, and ugh.
Is she gonna cry? This might be the moment. This might be the moment. But, like, you sat there and it very much felt like Crystal did not want you to put her business out there. So you're like, let me tell everybody. It's so hard for me. Hard for you. Crystal's the one with the ulcer. Why are you acting like you're the one going through it?
A joker and a midnight wiener stroker.
There's over 100 besties I hear and only 44 likes. Don't forget to like the stream and show some love. Heart hands emoji.
Yes, thank you, Hyper, please. If you guys are here and you want to show support to this channel, but you're never gonna dono in your life, I don't care. Just hit a little like on this stream. That does help out the channel a bunch. Thank you guys so much.
I know a lot of people have ulcers. I know it's a very, very, very common thing, actually. My brother has a couple in his stomach. But to have ulcers on your esophagus, I mean, that must suck. Like, I feel so bad for her. And I don't know how much I want to vlog today. I just feel kind of like down in the dumps. I don't know. That's just me.
Not crying.
It's 11 a.m. right now, and I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Whew. And just cherish your lives. Really do. Don't take anything for granted because you never know what could happen.
She don't give a fuck.
Amber
She
was
seems
clearly
so
upset about the news.
nonchalant.
She wasn't having the best day, but surely it could only get better from here.
I swear to God, I'm having probably the worst day in a long time. Crystal and I were driving into our neighborhood and there was something in the middle of the road. Obviously that's like, when you see roadkill, you just go past it. I mean, that's what people do. But this wasn't, it was a freaking cat. I just couldn't even believe it. I had Crystal.
This counts. It counts. She hit the little. If you hit the, you're trying not to cry at the very least. Yo, this is crazy though. I'm very empathetic toward animals. I'll be very clear. If I see like a cat hit on the side of the road, that really fucks me up type shit. But it feels a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Feels a little crazy to be, it seems, more upset about a cat that you never knew than you are about the situation of Crystal having this ulcer when you knew she was sick for a while. I don't know. It's very particular here.
Like, I literally got out of the car while it was still moving. Like, I'm not even kidding right now. And I had Crystal pull over, but she wasn't doing it fast enough, so I just got out. I didn't even care. And I went and I looked, and it was the saddest.
You want me to believe Amberlynn Reid got out of a moving car? You really want me to believe Amber stepped out of a moving vehicle? I don't.
Thing I've ever seen in my life, and I don't know.
I'm sorry. You stepped out of a moving vehicle for a cat you don't know, but couldn't pick your big ass legs up to walk around the neighborhood to look for a cat you knew? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm thinking about that now. We also got Molly Soros with the 5 Hot Dog Gang gifted members. Thank you guys so much for all the members today. It's much appreciated.
What to do, like, I don't know if I should leave it there. And then Crystal was worried because people were going by and she doesn't want people thinking that she hit the cat, which she didn't, just saying. But he literally just looked like he was sleeping with.
Okay, 300-pound difference still. I swear to God, one of my cats goes missing, I'll fucking look for her with a tire on my back. I don't care. I could be 1,000 fucking pounds and I'm going out and looking for my cats. That's just how I feel about the subject.
A little bit of blood on his mouth. It was literally the saddest thing I've ever seen. And if you guys know me, I'm like legit a cat person. A dead cat that isn't even mine. Like, literally, it broke my heart so bad. And I'm gonna have that like visualization forever. And the person who did it, I just can't believe you. I mean, I don't know.
So, January had been an up and down month for Amber. She had lost some weight, and she was doing fantastic at the gym and eating healthy.
Ugh. Holy shit. You have to do this all kinds of hard.
Why is she peeling this apple with such aggression?
Oh.
But she had been worried for Crystal's health, and had been upset by the haters and traumatized by the cat on the road. February didn't start off perfectly either. Amber was sick.
Last night after I uploaded the vlog, just completely randomly, like I started sneezing a lot. By a lot, I literally mean like I sneezed like 15 times in like an hour. That doesn't happen to me. I like hate being sick and I'm like such a baby about it, but I'm the type of person that when I'm sick, I still do everything I normally would. Like,
she sounds
Despite
fine.
Amber claiming to carry on doing what she would normally do even when ill, she didn't go to the gym and she didn't cook any healthy meals. Instead, she just ordered takeout. In fact, the only thing she carried on as normal with were the board games.
She doesn't even sound sick here. She said she sneezed 15 times in like an hour. You didn't sneeze once in the fucking span of that video.
Crystal got 60.
Without going to the gym and not spending any time in the kitchen, she also had more time to watch TV.
So I'm over here crying like a little baby right now because she's seeing firework and she's like,
I didn't think we'd get happy tears. Well, that fucking counts, unfortunately. Fuck me, man. I thought this could only be a sad tears video. I didn't think we could get any happy tears. I was like, surely there's no way. Surely there's no shot. Nope, here we go.
up in the air. She's like a shooting star, and it's like making me sad. I don't know why. A mixture of sadness and happiness, and so it's like overwhelming. If you guys have ever heard the song Firework, then you understand like the lyrics are just absolutely amazing.
And
Is she talking about Firework by Katy Perry? Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? I'm sorry. It makes me laugh. I know every word to that song, and the only reason I know every word to that song is because when I was in like, I think it was 5th grade, either 4th or 5th grade, me and my best friend swore we could sing. Swore on God we could sing. I can't sing. Y'all heard me sing. I fucking cannot. So we convinced each other through gaslighting. Both of us convinced each other that we were good enough to go up in front of our entire school and do Firework by Katy Perry for the talent show. And I'm talking, we did choreography, we got the lyrics down. It was really embarrassing. Really embarrassing thinking back.
being sick led to some other issues for Amber to have to try to deal with.
Crystal, again, is not sleeping with me. I'm all by myself. She didn't even fall asleep in here last night at all. It makes me so sad. It was really hard for me to fall asleep because she wasn't next to me because I'm so used to that. Ugh, it just sucks so bad. Crystal's still sleeping on the couch in the other room. I don't want to wake her up. I feel bad that she can't sleep because I snore like a crazy person.
Amber was ill, Crystal wasn't sleeping in the same bed as her, and she was still having to deal with negative people online.
Somebody said to me via internet, you can wipe down the machines at the gym, so being sick is just an excuse. It's 110% not an excuse. I want to go to the gym so bad, you don't even know. It's in my bones, and it's driving me insane.
Yes, Amber was not going to the gym because she was so ill. So, to cheer herself up, she would watch her old YouTube videos.
I'm sorry, if I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. If I'm sick, I'm probably not streaming. There's been a very rare amount of times where I've continued on streaming while I'm sick. You're gonna tell me this bitch is so sick she can't waddle her ass to the gym, but can talk on a camera without sneezing, without coughing, any of that for the entire time? Nah, no shot. Absolutely not.
Crystal and I are just watching old vlogs. What? I don't know. We're watching vlogs from like forever ago. I'm currently watching my Vlogmas 2nd 2014. Earlier the power actually went out, so we had to order food, which I was kind of like a little upset about, but I was alright with it.
A little upset about, bitch, you're lit. Bro, I hate when Amber does that shit where she's like, I'm a little upset about something. Like, bitch, you're literally smiling as you say that. Don't fuck with me. People don't realize their body language speaks way louder than the things that they say sometimes, and Amber's one of those people. She will literally be smiling and be like, I'm so upset that this happened, guys. I can't believe it. Please, it's so bad. Like, bitch, you're smiling. Like, it's crazy.
I coped.
Imagine watching your own videos for pleasure.
Oh, Snowflake. Snowflake, you have to stop eating beans. If you don't, you will... Oh, crumbs.
Now, that fart scene is cleverer than you lot might think. The fart is actually a metaphor for how women still aren't being paid the same as men for doing the same job. And the ghost represents a person no longer living. As well as...
Snowflake, what the fuck was that? Snowflake, what the fuck was that? I know he's not here right now, but the next time he's live, I think he has a video premiere today. Was it today or yesterday? I can't remember. There was a video premiere not that long ago. The next time you see Snowflake premiere a video, I would like you all to please go comment, Snowflake, what the fuck was that? Because I need him to know that I'm confused. Like, every time he inserts these, like, little... I'm like... Now I feel like I need to do a deep dive on Snowflake lore, too, right? Like, I'm so out the loop.
Failing to go to the gym and not cooking any healthy food, Amber was also now drinking hot chocolates, despite telling us at the start of the year she would only drink water. And she was back to loving unhealthy snacks. Was this a sign of things to come, or was it simply Amber taking a few days off while she recovered? After a few days, Amber began to feel better, and was happy to be cooking for her and Crystal again, although there's...
Can I tell you the one thing that triggers me the fuck most about Amber? The way she uses salsa like it's like a topping on everything. Bruh, I was about to say, oh, that meal looks decent, until I saw that she fucking topped her chicken with salsa. What's up with that?
Seemed to be a little tension beginning to brew between Amber and Crystal. Crystal may not have appeared directly in Amber's videos, but it was still clear something wasn't quite right.
Turn it off. Turn off my phone so I can get my phone.
Okay, this is a random thing. Having your pans hanging up in the corner by the ceiling like this would scare me for two reasons. One, earthquake. Imagine you have an earthquake, all that shit's falling. Not like I live in an area with earthquakes, but anywho. Two, spiders. Bro, you are 100% at least one time in your life gonna get a spider on your pans. I could not deal with this. And this is just like a little personal gripe thing. Pans hanging, yes, Moon Kitten said it right. I absolutely can't stand pans hanging in the kitchen. As someone who has cats, there would be cat hair all over the pans every time. Even though my cats don't go on the counters, cat hair just permeates in the air. It's so strange. It ends up everywhere, even places your cats have never been. Hanging pans is such a weird gripe of mine.
I'll get it.
Dust, exactly.
All right. So Crystal tried the horseradish. Pretty much her exact words were, it's what you'd expect it to taste like. It was all right. I don't think she liked it very much, but who knows. For some reason, she didn't like the spinach really that much. She didn't like the chicken that much. She woke up not feeling the greatest, but yet she was starving. I don't.
I'm gonna be real, Amber. Have you thought maybe you just can't cook? She didn't like your chicken with salsa on it or your spinach. Who the fuck likes spinach? I only like spinach raw. I won't eat cooked spinach. That's like something you gotta know about me. None of that cooked spinach for me. I'll eat it raw though. Spinach is actually my favorite salad base. I don't want your salsa chicken or your spinach either. So like she's cooking. Like you ever thought that maybe you just don't know how to cook? Maybe she was hungry until she saw what the fuck you put on the table. And then she wasn't hungry anymore.
I don't know what's going on with her.
Crystal didn't like being on camera, and Amber was filming daily vlogs. Crystal couldn't even come in the kitchen.
Wait a minute. Uncle Bumpy's Tin of Rock said, "Not having pans, hanging pans is the most efficient way to store them. Having them stacked and shoved in a cabinet is such a pain in the butt." No, here's my method. I swear on God, I have one cabinet that is dedicated to all my pots and pans, and I swear to God, they're mostly not stacked. The only one that's stacked is like I have a tiny pot and a big pot. But the rest are all like they're each own spot, because I dedicated like one lower cabinet, which is not what most people, I feel like people usually use higher up cabinets for pots and pans. I used a lower cabinet for all my pots and pans, and they all fit without having to stack them on each other, so it's actually really easy to take them out. But granted, I'm moving to a new place, and I probably won't have that set up anymore. So I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Because Amber was filming. She couldn't go out for food without Amber filming. She couldn't go out shopping without Amber filming.
Hey, Crystal.
She couldn't even get a
She got
hug
the
without
bags.
Amber filming it. I'm surprised she didn't film Crystal's tampons as well.
Tampons? That's embarrassing. Those aren't mine, but I'll put them down here. What are you doing?
Crystal also had to drive Amber around everywhere because she didn't drive. And there was just a sense that Amber was beginning to get on Crystal's nerves.
Crystal and I are at this frozen yogurt place called Crave. I'm not showing you. I'm showing the ceiling. And I want to show you guys the ceiling. It's so cool. No.
Are you filming?
No.
Why?
I hate people. Are you filming? No. Then why am I watching this clip right now? That's so weird. It's so obvious to me that Crystal wants like some more of a level of privacy that Amber's just kind of refusing to give. And why am I sensing that when they break up, Amber's gonna blame everything on Crystal, even though she couldn't respect her boundaries, she couldn't get a job or help provide at all for a life that they would potentially make together. I just feel like she's gonna play the victim in this.
A hug.
Yeah.
Stop. Crystal. Crystal. Oh, do it again with your hand. She was shooing me away. What'd you just say?
I'm done.
Head massage. How's that feel?
Get your big meaty claws off her head. Take your big meaty claws away. You're getting your finger grease all up in there.
Hi, Crystal. Say something. Just say hi.
Hi.
Say bye.
Why? No. Crystal wants to delete my videos. Why do you always want to delete my stuff? Take your socks and go elsewhere.
As well as
That was scary. The spinning, the ponytail spinning was scary. I'm gonna be real. That was scary.
annoying Crystal, Amber was beginning to annoy much of her audience.
And yet again, I'm having the broth bowl. It is literally the best thing.
Like, there are certain cashiers that literally just need to be smacked across the face.
So, I mean, we got so much snow, it was literally like shocking. And then of course they have the delicious broth bowls. The lentil quinoa bowl is my literally favorite thing here. I'm gonna have some pretzels and some red pepper hummus. Literally, it's become the best thing I've ever eaten in my whole entire life. All right,
Tell
off in the
him.
daytime, the lighting in here is literally horrific.
Yo,
I'm wearing this
nah. Back up for 2 seconds.
for eating in my whole entire life. All right, off into the day.
She is so skinny here. Like, no kizap. Like, if I were to show this picture, like, you could low-key tell it's her. But, like, I mean, I guess her arms were always kind of weirdly proportioned, but you could tell. You could tell because I swear this is a one-for-one image, you know? This is pretty much exactly how she built now. So, like, what happened? Where did she go wrong? She lost a friend.
The lighting in here is literally horrific. I'm wearing this beaded black necklace that I got from Walmart. Literally obsessed with it. We're off to eat. I'm like literally starving to death, so.
Also, I'll say, I think I said it in the last one. I'll say it again. Her outfits were way cuter in this era. Like the first episode of this and the second episode of this, she was low-key, she was putting that shit on.
Oh. My purse was right there. That scared me. I'm literally almost crying. It literally.
Does that count as a shot? I'm gonna let you guys decide. Because she definitely had the teary voice. She had the tears. That was kind of in response to the cat video. I thought she didn't cry during that, but maybe she did. So you guys decide if I take a shot for that. It's mixed right now. I see a yes, a no, shot, yes. To be able to take a shot, yes. Okay, I think overwhelmingly yes. I thought it was when I saw it because I was like, she is crying. She's literally wiping tears, so.
It took us like 50 years to find a card. Like literally just, I don't have my shoes on yet. How to tell if your cat is plotting to kill you. And literally, this is the best book I have ever read. I could not stop laughing the whole time. I already read the whole thing.
I'm sorry, this is actually funny as fuck. Chans and Yan with the two said current Amber looks like she ate 2 of old Amber's. I feel like current Amber looks like she ate 3 of old Amber's. And I feel like watching some of these old videos of herself would make her actually realize how far things have gotten in her life. But she doesn't ever seem like the type of person to like look at the past other than look at the past to be like, oh my God, I almost dropped my drink. I didn't though. I literally caught it. That was the best thing ever. The only time I could see her looking at the past is to be like, okay, this is why I have this trauma, or I have this trauma, so this is why I do this. Like, it's always looking in the past to find excuses for her current behavior. It's never looking in the past to see where she fucked up in her current life. Does that make sense? Finkwood said dark rum as a bartender. I am judging. Oh, wait, let me show you which one it is, too. You're gonna really judge. Bartenders always judge me when I ask them for a shot of this. They're always like, bitch, what the fuck you ask? This is my fucking shot of choice drink. I love Myers dark rum. This is my shit. Snowflake said, Zay, the skit was from the Snowflake sitcom, I think. Sorry for the confusion. Oh my God. What is the Snowflake sitcom? Okay, maybe that's something we're gonna do next week, is look at whatever the Snowflake sitcom is, because I was saying to them, like, while I'm watching these, there's like all these little like insider Snowflake jokes that I feel like I want to know the lore for. So maybe I'll do that. He said, think there's an Amber episode of the sitcom on the channel. Okay, we're doing that next week. We're going to watch some of the Snowflake sitcoms separate from Friday. Sorry, Snowflake. I'm once again going to be stealing your content, but I need your lore. Like, I'm so invested in your lore now.
Holy crap, it was literally hilarious. Ground turkey, potato, and kale soup. And it is literally heaven. You know, sometimes in life,
that was
you literally
looking.
don't do anything. And everyone, like all the football players, literally started beating each other up. Oh my God, the wind outside is literally frightening. I woke up like literally. It's definitely something that's like literally driving me insane.
And now that she was feeling a bit better, she was excited about heading back to the gym.
I can definitely safely say that coming Monday, I will be headed back to the gym. I still feel semi-sick. This sickness has definitely been beating me in the butt. I miss the gym so much. You guys have no idea. The gym is like my happy place. It makes me feel good about myself. It motivates.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Chandanian with the 2 said all days will be Snowflake days, ... eventually. I gotta admit, I mean, I said it before, I was like super into the girl world stuff. Like, Snowflake has always been like one of my favorite reactions. My top 2 have always been BPD and Snowflake. BPD's edits are crazy good, and Snowflake is the best at making a documentary to give you like context that you need on some shit. Snowflake's documentaries are genuinely some of the best content on YouTube, and it's so slept on. I'm just like 10 out of 10. He deserves all the credit.
It just keeps me in shape, literally.
When a person tells you that they're going to start the gym again on Monday, it's usually a sign that they haven't been doing very well. But Amber told us she had been doing excellent with her diet, and that she just had a couple of days off when ill.
Sorry, I gotta pause. Mr. Snowflake said, Zay is my Tyler Catastrophe to my Wilbert Soot. That's so accurate. No, literally. That's so fucking funny. Oh, by the way, your Tyler Catastrophe documentary, that was so good. That was so good.
She had shown us all the healthy foods she had been eating before and after she was ill, telling us how many calories were in all her food. But she hadn't filmed a weigh-in video since that first week of January, where she lost 8 pounds, and it was now 1 week into February. The last time Amber went a whole month without filming a weigh-in video was December 2014. And then she ended up confessing she hadn't been as good as she said she had. But it was a new year now.
Does this count as a shot? Does this count as a shot, guys? I don't know. Also, Snowflake, if you don't know, I've been doing a drinking game as we've been watching this. So every time Amber bursts out to tears, I have to take a shot. And I can't tell if this counts or not. Because did we already take a shot for when she cried in this moment or not? Yes? Fine. I'll take one. Fine. Snowflake said Zay moving to Newcastle crying. I'm gonna like visit the UK one of these days, and I'm just gonna make an entire vlog that's like me pretending to like, not pretending, I'm gonna hunt down Snowflake like I'm Tyler Catastrophe. Like, no joke. It's gonna be real good, guys.
And new Amber, remember. Surely that wouldn't
No, I'm
happen
not
again.
drunk yet.
I am at a really, really vulnerable state right now.
Shot. All right.
I have been lying to you all. I really, really am not a liar. It's not who I am. I have an eating disorder. They are literally killing me. January 1st, 2015, I was so headstrong on succeeding in my weight loss this year. I thought January 1st, 2015 would be a magical day. I don't talk much about my weight loss or my weight gain or my weight struggles. Behind closed doors, I am trying my hardest to heal privately. I have not been on track. I have been binge eating at night. I have been so ultimately terrified to weigh myself. I stepped on a scale. I weighed.
Can I say, if I would have done the drinking game differently and said, let's take a shot for every time Amber said she binge eats, because that was one of my things that I considered doing instead of her bursting out into tears, I'd be so hammered right now. I'd be unbelievably drunk. Because why does she keep acting like the binge eating thing is something that is like just happening? It's the first time it happened. This is like the third or fourth or fifth time we've heard her say it in this video that she gave into binge eating. She gave into eating something she wasn't supposed to eat. She gave into this, she gave into that. Don't have it around. At that point, SGV Lifesaver said there's a rumor that BPD is actually Fupa cheese. I don't know about that. That's an interesting rumor. I don't know about that either, though. Like, that's actually really interesting. I've never considered. If it is Fupa, I mean, I highly doubt BPD is Fupa. But, like, if it is Fupa, then BPD is no longer one of my favorite reaction channels. But, like, MSK said, I think Fupa was some nobody reactor before. That's what I thought. I thought she had her own channel. I was like, Fupa's not that creative to be BPD. Like, that's just, the creativeness in the edits, I'm like, there's no way that's her. Like, no shit.
384.
She doesn't, wait.
I was,
You know how I know it's not Fupa? She doesn't have a PC. You're not making edits like that and like putting it all together in a video like that if you don't have a PC. Simple. That's how I know it's not her.
watching My 600-Pound Life last night, which is honestly one of my favorite shows in the whole world. A girl named Amber was on there. It was a hard episode to watch. I literally felt like that could be me in a couple years. She didn't just have my name, but she had my struggles. We shared so many similarities that my heart was literally breaking the whole time watching it. I don't want to become 600 pounds. I don't even want to be 384 pounds. I can show you what I want to show you, but I can definitely...
Damn. Maybe it's the shots that got me feeling bad right now, but now I'm actually feeling bad because I'm watching this and she's like, I don't want to be 600 pounds. I don't want to even be 384 pounds. And now knowing that like she got way closer to that 600 mark than ever, it's just like, I feel bad. Like, it's like, even knowing all the fuck shit she did, it's like, I don't want this for anybody. Like, you never want to see anybody go through this because it's like, you could be the worst person in the world, but to not even be able to move is like another level. But then you start to lose the empathy when you start to remember it's like she never actually wanted it for herself though. Because she's had a lot of ways, she's had a lot of resources, a lot of support, a lot of people in her life. I feel like even at one point, she low-key probably had the money to go inpatient. It's just, did she ever really want it bad enough? I don't know. No, very true, Izzy and Shadow. That's so true. I think every time I think of that and Lizzie, and then or Libby. I don't know why I said Lizzie. Libby. It's because your name's Izzy. That's why I said it. Libby.
Definitely not show you what I don't want to show you. I took out so many major parts of my life. I did not talk about any of this. It was something I've been dealing with desperately and wholeheartedly. I've been just dig deep within myself. I really don't know if that makes me selfish, makes me a liar, but I just don't want any of you to be upset with me. I could see why you would be. I'm going through a lot. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I really hope that you just appreciate my honesty.
Okay, really quickly while I put up a goal, I gotta admit, whenever I see her saying this, I hope you guys appreciate my honesty. I think it bothers me more than anything because... Am I crazy in saying that I feel like Amber is not even honest with herself half of the time? Like, I feel... Oh, let me take the goal off, my bad. I feel like a lot of the reasons that she gets to these points that she's in is because she literally cannot be honest with herself. I don't know. It's a really tough one because it's like sometimes I'm like starting to feel empathetic when I'm watching this, and then I have to remember like the stuff that I know that happened in the future. But maybe the best way to put it is that I'm not empathetic towards current Amber. I'm empathetic toward this Amber that I'm watching back from 2015 before she was so bad that she was like before she was so bad to the point that you couldn't like excuse anything for her. Like what is the word I'm trying to think of? I can't think of the word I need, but it's like she, at this point in time, you could feel bad for the 2015 version of herself because maybe she could change. She hadn't done anything that was bad enough that was like, okay, she's this terrible person. And then later on, there's just such a shift. It's a tough one. I don't know. But I did put up a goal if you got... Oh, my bad. I did put up a goal if you guys want to watch part 3 today. I think we have enough time that I could hit part 3 today, potentially. So that's up for you guys now if you want it. If not, we'll just hit it next Friday.
Amber was extremely upset having lied to her fans. But her sadness didn't last very long because she was given a gift from Crystal's parents to cheer herself up.
We have Matter of Fact, and I think I know what this one is already though. Trivial Pursuit.
Yay! More board games! Yeah.
Yes,
Amber seemed to get over being sad very quickly. She was playing her board games and having fun. She had hoped her fans would not be angry with her and instead just be thankful for her honesty. Many of her fans had experienced the same struggles as Amber, and it was beginning to seem that no matter how many times she messed up, she would still have the support from some die-hard fans. But the non-die-hard fans weren't happy, which led to more negative comments being left on her videos.
LMAO, for like 12 weeks in a row she would say, I swear I am gonna start back at the gym Monday. I am desperately searching for a single video where you don't stare at yourself the entire video. It's really distracting and narcissistic. Maybe try to be more professional.
I'm sorry, that's a sick read because I never even peeped that until they just said that, but I was like, damn, is that where she's been looking this whole time, at herself?
Not even finished a full day of being on track and already making excuses. You're hopeless. All you do is shopping and eat. Do you anything else? And here Crystal's father paid for their food. Hey haters, what the heck is wrong with you? Then why are you watching her? If you watch it then live, don't commit her, okay, just live, damn. Hater live, use your age brain.
Can I say commenters like this make me laugh sometimes? Because you'll see like those people that are like trying to defend the, like everyone's shitting on one person and then one person will come in to defend the person that everyone's shitting on, and the message always sounds like this. It really does.
DAHHH, goodbye.
There was even talk of Amber attempting to manipulate her audience. One reason for this was for the whole of January and beginning of February, Amber had discussed food, clothes, jewellery, board games, nothing too serious. But as soon as she confessed to messing up and didn't want her fans angry with her,
Yo, when she put her arms up like that, that was scary. I'm sorry.
she started to discuss more and more about her difficult upbringing.
I was in foster care for most of my life. I actually saved my baby brother because my parents were on so many drugs when I was about 9 years old, and my brother was choking really bad. He was in his crib, he was just a baby, and the curtain string was around his neck. He was completely purple, couldn't breathe, and I saved his life. I am over.
So, I saw this clip for the first time, I believe, like a week or two ago. And at the time, I literally said, like, why the fuck would you ever tell this to the internet? Because people have since said that it's like fake. I don't know. I'm gonna be real. Why would you ever put this on the internet? What about this story has you smiling from ear to ear and are like, yeah, let me put this on the internet? Because she's not sad in this video. She's not like upset about it. She's talking about this with a smile on her face. And that's always been the problem I've said with Amber, is that she'll act one way or like try to act one way, but her body language is completely giving her away every single time.
Really overly grateful for all of you.
After her emotional confession about lying to her fans, we now weren't sure if she was secretly binge eating and not telling us, or if she had actually stopped. And after that confession video, she went back to being very quiet about her weight. Her and Crystal, though, were seemingly back on track at least. After all, it was Valentine's Day. Crystal took Amber out for a lovely meal and took her for a bit of shopping.
My question is, who would buy cards that say 50 farts?
My girlfriend just
You.
informed me that she has another tasty fart. Is there a tasty fart coming? Yeah. When? Soon. How soon? Very soon.
After enjoying
Snowflake, I'd pay you to never see that again. You know I mean it. Like, I will literally pay you to never, ever have to see something like that again. I will. You say the word. You say the word.
enjoying a lovely romantic meal, paid for by Crystal, Amber must have been on cloud 9.
I'm feeling legit horrible. I am eating too much, wrong foods completely. I just feel sick.
When have you ever eaten the right foods? When?
Amber
Name
needed
one
to get back on
time.
track quick
One
before she made
example.
herself ill.
Also, I want to say that I will be weighing myself for you guys on Monday. I will be putting it in my vlog. I'm going to start going to the gym again on Monday, eating better on Monday, drinking more water on Monday, being happier on Monday, being more
Oh shit, here we go again. I'm sorry, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
positive on Monday. I am just going to be overall 110% back on track on Monday. I hope.
Yes, eventually enough Mondays had passed and Amber finally started back at the gym. Although this time she would go at night. At night, Amber would do most of her binge eating. So she figured if she worked out at night, this would help stop the binge eating. Amber truly loved the gym, she told us. It was her home away from home. So she was obviously very excited to be back there.
We just got out of the gym. We're sitting in the parking lot. I never, ever get headaches. In the last couple of days, I've been dealing with one. Today, it's been by far the worst. So I went into the gym with a headache. I thought I was gonna be able to like work out around it, but I guess I couldn't. I got tired faster. I felt really just like slouchy. My head was throbbing. I only did half of what I usually do. The whole time I was truly dreading it. I wanted to just
Notice how it went from, oh, I'm sneezing so I can't go to the gym, to now I have a headache. People clocked her on the fact that she wasn't sneezing in the video, so she picked something that you couldn't physically see whether it's true or not.
leave the gym, and that's not me. I normally really enjoy myself. And I'm not the only one with a headache. Crystal has a really bad headache as well today, but she always gets headaches, so it's not like something different, but
I wonder why Crystal always got headaches.
Lord, at this point, start sobbing.
One
At
of the
this
problems
point,
Amber
start
had was
sobbing,
that she
please,
always
Amber.
seemed proud of herself for not doing enough work.
my overall assessment is honestly, I am just proud of myself for even going and sticking through it as much as I didn't want to. My face is red from the car in front of us. Whoa, that was like, literally, I looked really scary.
She would not put the effort in at the gym and be proud of herself. She would overeat her food, but log it all at least and be proud of it.
And be proud of it. How are you going to sit there and be proud of doing the opposite of what you promised your audience you were going to do? I've never understood people with that mindset. How can you sit there and lie to an audience? Never understood that. We got Gaffagarian with the $1.99 little blue dono. He said, fuck your goal, bitch. Thanks, Gaff.
She would overeat, but only by 1,000 calories, and be proud of it. She would be proud of herself for literally the smallest things.
Look at this, you guys. I finished this whole thing, and I have never done that before. Literally shocked right now.
If she was really going to
Wow.
succeed, she would be
Drink
annoyed
water?
at herself
Wow.
for not doing the work required and do it next time. Being happy with not doing the work, well, she was never going to change. And the fans who kept telling her she was amazing and she was doing brilliantly may have thought they were helping Amber, but they weren't.
I mean, obviously not. It gets to the point where you're enabling somebody's like shitty and bad behaviors. So, I mean, if you're enabling somebody who is saying that they're on a weight loss journey and they're not losing weight and you're telling them they're doing good, I mean, yeah, you're part of the problem.
Going to the gym just seemed too much for Amber, and she returned
Whoa.
to her normal, more comfortable life, filming her pets, going shopping, going out for food,
Which cat was that? That was a really cute cat.
playing board games, hanging out with Crystal's family.
Don't move your back. Just move your ass.
Damn motherfucker.
Not only were
We got Gaffagarian, who came in with the $4.99, but it's still fucking blue, so it doesn't count towards the goal, because Gaff hates me. That's all.
was Amber struggling with the gym, but she seemed to be struggling with everything.
I don't want to be dishonest with you guys. I've never been dishonest with you guys. I didn't tell you guys I was off track, mainly because I was just at a really hard part of my life and I really just didn't want to discuss it. Sometimes it's really hard for me to discuss absolutely everything, so I just don't. I have a lot going on right now, and a lot of it I just kind of leave hidden behind the cameras because it's more appropriate. I have a illness and I have no idea how to get a hold of it.
I genuinely want someone to like play this video back for her at this point in her life. Just play this video back for her.
I am off track yet again. I feel gross, disgusted, let down, disappointed, defeated, like no one really cares. I feel like I'm never gonna get it again. I'm never gonna find that motivation. I'm never gonna find the determination. I'm never gonna find the inspiration, true support that I really need.
Because the problem is that everything she's saying here about never finding any of this again is literally true. She never did. If not, she'd be on a weight loss journey now and actually show some fucking progress that's serious, but she hasn't. She's had zero motivation to actually lose this weight the entire time she said she's been on this journey.
Watch party, celebratory hands in the air emoji.
Hell yeah, Moon Kim with the
Celebratory
first
hands in the
5.
air emoji. Celebratory hands in the air emoji.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yes.
We got Bear, who came in with the next 5 with the... Well, I guess it's a $4.99. It still counts, though. So now we're 3 out of 10 because Gaff also came in with the $9.99.
And a midnight wiener stroker.
Hell yeah, we're close as fuck. I don't know how much time is left on the goal. 32 minutes. We got 32 minutes to get 7 more teal I don't know why it says teal. It's green. It's green, okay? Green donos. 7 more.
I'm in such a hump, such a sadness. It's
Her fans would try and offer advice, but Amber didn't need to listen to them.
We got Fusion with another 5. They're coming in.
After all, she had already lost weight on her own.
As you guys know, I was on a weight loss journey before and I lost 89 pounds.
Amber knew what she was doing, so she was going to do it her way.
I weighed in today, as you guys know, I was 388.8.
And a midnight wiener stroker.
We got Eclipse XO with the 5. That takes us 5 out of 10. We're halfway there.
Just yesterday, and today I was. That means I'm.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I knew it was coming.
Let's party, girls.
Sammy said so with the $4.99. We're 6 out of 10 on the way there. If we hit it, we'll watch part 3 today. Fuck it, we borrow.
I'm a toker, a joker, and a midnight wiener stroker.
Let's go.
Hell yeah, another one. 3 more.
I'm down 3.2 in just one day. I've been having a little bit of controversial discussions over on Ask FM. Some people think that I will not lose weight with Cliff Bars, which is odd to me. Some people...
I'm a toker.
You mean the same
joker,
bro.
And a midnight wiener stroker.
__hotdog love.
Yeah, thank you. V Midnight, that takes us 8 out of 10. Gaff with another disrespectful
Surprise,
$4.99.
Nope. Broken again.
So you can make the dono, so you can make it TTS for that amount, but you can't make it show up as the right color. I don't understand how that works. I don't understand how he does it, but he does. We got Werewolf Witchcraft with the Canadian 5 who said, "Ah, woo, bitches," which takes us 9 out of 10. We need one more and we'll hit part 3 today. Hold on. I was saying.
Think that I will not lose weight with Cliff Bars, which
That's what it was. The fucking Cliff Bars. She is still in this mentality currently in 2026. This is 10 years ago where she's like busting down on the fucking protein and she still is like, yeah, protein's the way to lose weight. You need a calorie deficit and some fucking workouts. That's what you need.
is odd to me. Some people constantly are complaining that I eat Panera bread. Funny situation is I had a Cliff Bar yesterday and I also had Panera bread and I'm still down 3.2 in one day. It just goes to show that everybody's different. Everybody loses weight differently. Never copy someone else because their program might not work for you and vice versa. I will not be weighing in daily because that is when my mind gets all combobulated. I was just very curious how I did first day back on track.
No, she gets me so angry because it's like everybody's body's different. Yes. Everybody's different, but there's also like a basic way to lose weight, like scientifically studied based off the way like human bodies work and what they need to sustain themselves versus what they need to not put on fat and put on fat, etc. And you're literally like arguing against science, being like, I know better. I can eat Panera and Cliff Bars to my heart's extent and I'm good. Bitch, what are you talking about?
May not have wanted any help from fans, but she did admit she needed help from somewhere.
I found out some really tough news today. It's actually extremely personal. Even before the bad news, I just kind of broke down. I've been thinking lately of going to OA, which is Overeaters Anonymous. I shared that news with some people and I...
Why did she not go? Did she go or did she not go?
Wiener stroker.
Commobulated more Amber Dictionary.
Combobulated. I think the term is supposed to be discombobulated, which is like when you're like all out of whack. But sure, she'll be making up words. And that officially hit the goal for us to watch part 3 today. So once this, my English there was so out of whack. Once we finish up with part 2, we'll switch over into part 3 into today's stream. So we don't have to wait till next week. So thank you guys for hitting today's goal.
To them that I've been binge eating and it's getting really out of hand. I kind of just feel like not everyone is gonna understand. Not everyone's gonna know what to say to me. I just wish, you know, people cared more, and that's kind of just in the place I'm in right now. I hope you guys...
Amber saying she was going to go to Overeaters Anonymous, well, this was a hugely positive sign that she was ready to make a change. 2 months into 2015, Amber seemed ready to finally beat all her other bad habits and to heal herself mentally.
I have been doing a lot of healing on the inside. I have been healing off a camera. I have been talking.
She's sitting here saying,
Surprise, motherfucker.
Gaff with the 2 said, English be real combobulated right now. Precisely. Thank you. She's sitting here saying she's on this healing journey, looking bloated than ever. Like in this whole video that we've seen, this is the most bloated clip I've seen of Amber where her face looks puffy. She just looks like she's actually retaining water, like what she says she is currently, but is not true. Like you can tell the difference when somebody's like bloated, they're like puffy. Like this is that. Okay? Versus every other clip in this. And then she's saying she's on a healing journey. What healing's happening?
About my emotions off a camera. I used to do a lot of talking with Amberlynn videos, but I'm completely shying away from those. I'm purely doing vlogs. I no longer want to come on here with long doing mistakes, confessing my mess ups. It's not about that anymore. I need to figure out things I need to do to fix my health, to become more active. As you guys know, I do have a binge eating disorder.
So it looked like Amber was really trying to get in a good place mentally and was finally going to get some help. Her and Crystal had seemed a little shaky, although in the last few weeks of February, they seemed to be getting on a lot more.
I win. Oh,
she was back to eating healthy, or so she told us, and the vast majority of her fans were still right behind her.
Does she just always eat meals that look like she was in, like, medieval times? This is a plate that you would feed a Victorian child. What's up with that?
So, all things considered, the first couple of months of 2015 weren't too bad for Amber. Now that she was planning on going to Overeaters Anonymous, and she was taking the time to try and heal herself mentally, it seemed like perhaps Amber could finally get this monkey off her back and get her binge eating under control. So, as long as she followed through and got the help like she said she was going to, then she may actually be able to lose this unwanted weight of hers. She could make herself happy, as well as her loyal fans, and finish her weight loss journey as the victor.
I weighed in today at my heaviest that I've weighed in over 3 years. I asked you guys to ask me some questions like 2 vlogs ago, and I said I will answer some of them, so I'm gonna do that right now. I'm looking at my computer, so that's why I'm looking down if you're wondering. I can't answer them all. I do not want to make my vlog like fully just me answering questions. Psycho for Weight Loss asks, what is something that annoys you?
There's no way she's a real fucking person. Like, there's no way. I'm like so convinced at this point, after everything I've seen, that she can't be real. Like, you're sitting there being like, you know, I'm at the point, life is so bad, I gotta go to Overeaters Anonymous. You go, and you put on... She reminds me of like the addicts who go to what is it? NA. Addicts who go to NA. And then they meet other users, so they just keep using. What do you want to bet that's what fucking happened? Alright, so before we get into part 3, I'm gonna go run and use the bathroom really quickly, so I'm gonna put on everybody's favorite little song while I... Not that one. You guys thought it was that one. It's the stalling song. But I'll be right back in approximately like 2-ish minutes. I just gotta run and use the bathroom, and then we're gonna get started on part 3 for today. I forgot to unmute myself. I said we're back. That was 1 minute and 58 seconds, which has to be a record. Okay? Gotta be a record. That's all I'm saying. I know I knew I was muted. I know it's delayed. We're all good. All right, so let me hop over to Snowflake's channel, and we're gonna get into part 3 of Shaped by the Algorithm. Okay, episode 2. Beep, beep, boop, boop, boop. Episode 4. There it is.
I did need a pretty long break. I think it's been about 3 weeks since I saw you guys. Please do not mind my swollen eyes and my swollen face. I know it's extremely noticeable. The last 2 days have been really hard for me. I have done my fair share of crying. I don't plan on crying for a long time.
She doesn't plan on crying for a long time. That should be good for us, baby.
Going through some things right now. I think I'll be okay. I think sometimes you have to hit that rock bottom to move forward and to start over.
Amber was clearly upset, but she wouldn't tell us why. This was very strange for her, as she would normally share everything.
Hello everybody. It is literally like my time of the month.
By this point, her audience were used to her telling them everything that was wrong, but for some reason, this time she didn't want to share. Her viewers wondered what was wrong. Could it have been she was upset over her weight loss journey not going well? Perhaps. Could it have been something to do with her family? Perhaps. Could it have been because she had no job, therefore couldn't buy nice things for herself?
All of my necklaces, all these bracelets, rings, and like studs, all these earrings. So
This reminds me of when, like a week ago, we watched her on her TikTok pull out like her entire Scentbird collection, and it was just more than you could even obtain within a year.
So many, like it's almost devastating.
Amber being upset was beginning to seem like the norm. She couldn't go more than just a couple of vlogs at a time without something upsetting her. When Amber first began YouTube, she began it as this positive and hopeful character, excited for her journey that lay ahead. And that hopefulness and positivity was what initially drew fans in. But now Amber did not seem anywhere near as positive, and she seemed a lot less hopeful, and a lot less happy.
Sorry to pause really quickly, but I do gotta shout out Exile. Exile in the chat said, also gotta thank Zay for the support. So close to 500 and close on the watch hours too. If you guys are watching this right now and want to help out a mod of this channel, a mod of our Discord, and just like a general like homie of mine who's been like a great supporter of me since like before y'all even saw me solo streaming, like back when I was in the LCU, one of the first people I met, go subscribe to Exile's channel right now. Help him hit that 500 subscriber goal. It's a tough one to hit when you're a gaming channel. So if you guys, like there's 127 of you right now. If like all of you right now went and subscribed, he'd hit it. So if you could do me the biggest favor in the world and go subscribe to Exile Warriors channel, you'd be the GOAT.
It seemed like you couldn't watch more than a couple of vlogs without seeing Amber complaining about something.
I had a really rough night's sleep. It's not even spring yet, and I'm already worried about summer. I hate summer. My computer is so annoying. I am literally disgusted with life. It is 94 degrees outside. Got my water. They don't give you straws here.
The hopeful Amber seemed to have gone, or at least was going. She had stopped doing so many weigh-in videos and weight discussion videos, and instead just started vlogging about other things. Amber had always told us just how much she loved to vlog, but even her enthusiasm for that seemed to be waning.
I think one thing of why people were so pissed off of when in recent times, like a week or so ago, she said she was like gonna stop logging what she was doing as far as eating, etc., weigh-ins, is because every time she stops doing that, that's when she falls into these bad habits again, because she thinks because she doesn't have to show everybody every little bit of what she's doing, she can just sneakily eat this, sneakily eat that, but it'll all show up when you eventually do weigh yourself again.
Vlog kind of stunk. I know this video wasn't much.
Whatever Amber was going through that she wasn't telling us must have been pretty bad, because she hadn't been vlogging anywhere near as often as before. Before, she would vlog literally Before, she would vlog almost every day. Now, she was missing days. Almost full weeks were going by and no Amber videos. And it wasn't like Amber wasn't vlogging because she had run out of things to say either. Often, she would apologise for her videos being so boring and short, but would still vlog anyway.
Sorry some of my videos are really short, it's just purely because I have nothing to say.
So Amber not recording couldn't have been because of lack of ideas. No, there must have been something serious going on with her.
Right.
There was a good chance the thing she was upset about was her weight. After all, her weight loss journey wasn't exactly going as planned.
For a while there.
I mean, saying it didn't exactly go as planned, I feel like is almost an understatement. It went the exact opposite of what she expected. She gained more weight than she expected to even lose in a short period of time. And that's got to be extremely demotivating on top of the fact that you've got a bunch of people shitting on you on the internet. Not to say, cat hair, not to say that at some point she shouldn't have like kind of realized that maybe the internet is making her weight loss journey a lot harder. But I can say that obviously if there are people who are like discrediting any small wins that you get and they're constantly shitting on you, you're gonna feel demotivated to lose the weight. But then you have to realize that, like I said, maybe the internet isn't the place, or like maybe a YouTube channel isn't the place to be boasting about weight loss, etc. If no matter what, you feel like you're being shit on and it's gonna put you back in a shitty mindset.
I was actually on track with my weight loss and I was losing weight, I was counting calories, blah, blah, blah. Somewhere along the lines, I did fall off track. I weighed in today at my heaviest that I've weighed in over 3 years. If you guys don't know my story, my starting weight was 420. That was like my known starting weight, so I was probably heavier at one point. I went all the way down to 331, so I lost 89 pounds. I lost those 89 pounds in about 8 months. It seemed pretty easy to me at the time. I was happy, motivated, determined, and I was doing really, really good. I fell off track, and ever since then, it's been a very, very, very bumpy ride. It's been about 2 years now where I just haven't been able to find myself and actually stay there. I promised myself I would never be in the 400s again. Here I am.
What she said there, I feel like is part of her biggest problem. I've never been able to find myself. I feel like she's close to 40. Is she 40 yet? I don't know. She's close to 40 years old and still hasn't found herself. Her personality is whoever she's around close to her that she thinks will get her the most views at that moment. She is known for personality snatching all the people in her life, even people that don't like her. I mean, y'all saw the examples of how she fucking personality snatched me, okay? And I'm fucking nobody. So anytime Amber sees somebody that might get some sort of positive views, positive reinforcement, etc., she's gonna personality snatch them because she wants to be that person who's getting positive attention and not who she is, which is getting negative attention. That's the problem.
24 years old and I weigh 403.6.
Amber was obviously upset with her new weight and upset with herself. If ever she needed a wake-up call though, this was it. Weighing over 400 pounds again was something unimaginable to the Amber of even just a few months back, and there seemed to be a hint of sadness in most of her videos now. Whether it was because of her weight gain or this mysterious problem was unclear at this time, but whatever the reason for her sadness, the longer it continued, the more chance there was that she would just carry on binge eating, gaining more and more weight.
Also, really quickly, gotta point out, Jekka666 said she snatched your smirk right off your face, wild as fuck. Notice how she doesn't do it anymore? Did anybody else notice that she stopped doing that shit the second she left the LCU? That's all I gotta say.
Being so down recently wasn't good for Amber's mental state. It also wasn't particularly good for the people who would watch her videos. There was much moaning and an awful lot of complaining going on, and plenty of self-pity.
Bitching and
She
moaning,
needed
bitching
someone
and
who could
moaning.
get her out of this funk, and that someone was Crystal's grandmother.
Oh, hit it, Granny. Oh, get it.
Yes, get it, girl.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
We'll tell him. We'll tell him. I'll be real. I love old people. I fucking love old people. Unpopular opinion, but you get like an old person who still has like love in their heart. Some of the best people you'll ever meet. Like they just, they'll lift you up. That's why I love going to the gym that I go to, because half of the fucking workout classes I go to, it's all old ladies. And they're so pumped to be there. Love that shit.
They are gonna arrest me.
Huh?
The best I've had yet.
Wait, I love her.
We're at Grandma's house. We're gonna spend the night. Well, not spend the night like sleep, but we're gonna spend the rest of the night with her. We're gonna play games and stuff. I really enjoy her company, don't you?
Crystal's grandmother was a real fan favourite. She appeared to be Amber's polar opposite, never complaining and always being funny, and she seemed to be the excuse Amber needed to cheer up. Whenever Amber was around her, she couldn't help but laugh.
I love
When
little
Amber
people.
was sad, she would tend not to mention her weight and instead concentrate on other things like her makeup, her jewelry, and her clothes.
Dude, what Jill said. Jill said old ladies are literally the biggest cheerleaders. When I cosplay in public, it's literally just older ladies that get so happy and excited. Being an alternative person, like, I got a neck tattoo. People recognize. The most compliments I get are from, like, old ladies all the time. Because I have, like, this wallet that's, like, coffin-shaped or whatever. That's, like, the old ladies will be like, I love your wallet. I love your purse. My purse is, like, got, like a Gothic cathedral. I'll show you guys my purse. Hold on. I'll show you guys my shit. One sec. Let me give you a little slight deep dive. Old ladies, they eat this up. They love this purse. Old ladies eat this wallet up. They love this wallet. But I swear to God, like, I'll go out in public, won't receive, like, any, not like I'm, like, fishing for compliments, but you won't receive any compliments all day. One old lady will tell you you look good, and then you will literally get, like, you feel like you're a 10. You're the baddest bitch in the room. Because old ladies are unfiltered as fuck. So if they tell you you look good, or they like something about you, you know they mean it.
She would go too long without weighing herself and end up putting weight on. But after spending some time with Crystal's grandmother, she had started to mention her weight more, started to pay a little more attention, started to want to do well again. It was no coincidence that the videos Crystal's grandmother appeared in seemed to be the ones where Amber was in the mood to get back on track again. Misery loves company, and so does happiness. Crystal's grandmother's positive vibes were clearly rubbing off on Amber. Amber loved Crystal's grandmother. In fact, Amber loved her so much, she considered her to be her grandmother as well.
Crystal and I are about to go pick up her grandma, my grandma.
In fact, Amber loved all of Crystal's family.
Whoever that is from Crystal's family, gorgeous.
Crystal's
She's
parents,
so pretty.
her sister, their overweight pets.
Say hi to Ringos. What are you doing? I just schmucks.
I'm sorry, I love cats. I love cats. You put a cat up to the tree, I'm like, I love you.
He's not about this life. See?
He don't want that.
about this life?
He's so cute. Oh my
Cute, good boy.
god.
Yes. Oh, look at you. So prim and proper.
I love beagles.
In the time Amber lived with Crystal, Amber and the family had grown extremely close, bonded over family dinners and family board game nights. But Amber especially loved Grandma. Being funny just came natural to her in a way that it didn't for Amber. Amber hadn't really shown us her funny side yet. She had shown us her crying side.
Do I have to take a shot for this? She's like fully in tears. Do I have to take a shot for that? I'll take it. Y'all let me know.
Her failing to lose weight side. Her I lost 89 pounds once side. And her side where she thought it was fun to stick a camera in her girlfriend's face. But she had not shown us her funny side yet. Inspired by Crystal's grandma's silliness, Amber suddenly started trying to be funny.
I don't know if I should be holding it like right here, right here. How do I know if I'm filming? How do I know if I'm pressing the right button? How do I know if I'm even there? Sit you guys down, sit you guys down, sit you guys down.
Starving Marvin right now.
Starving Marvin right now.
Starving Marvin right now.
Starving Marvin right now.
What's happening?
Don't show my butter. What are you doing? What are you doing?
She became a chipette.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? It's falling. I'm horrible.
It doesn't help. Hold on. I was gonna say, it doesn't help that I have this video on 1.25. Let me slow it down for this part.
Done.
Done.
Oh my god, wait, I gotta pause. Werewolf Witchcraft said her kitty's name is Salem, and Alexis, I don't know if you're here, but you also have a kitty named Salem. We have 2 cats in the Discord currently named Morris. One of them is owned by Novice, one of them is owned by Deb. And then now we have 2 Salems. We have Werewolf Witchcraft Salem, and we have Alexis's Salem. I know everybody's fucking pets' names. I'm not even joking. People call me parasocial. I don't give a fuck. I know everybody's pets' names.
Done.
Done. Done.
Oh,
it's
hit
totally
it.
Christmas early, like Rudolph on your screen, like right now, like my nose is so Rudolphy and red and reindeer like.
Outfit of the day.
See, here's the problem. If I found this era of Amber back when this was like a real thing, I would have liked her too. That, like, this is funny to me. She's like hitting the like quirkiness levels and the like funny bones. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, you know, she goes right back to being a shitty person. So it's like, fuck, that's why I hate watching these. Because I'm almost starting to like Amber right now.
Hey, 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 hey. So this is in case the cats try to start fighting and stuff. You're just like, vroom, vroom, vroom. I got a gallon of water, and I'm gonna drink. Water's so good for you. Water's so good for you.
Like, even in, like, she was dressing better. Her attitudes were positive. Like, she just seemed like a normal person in this. Like, I'm watching, like, this, like, era of the clips that are, like, sped up or what. And I'm like, you know, she just seems like a funny person. Like, what went so wrong?
Uptown funk you up. 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 Uptown funk you up.
Totally my new favorite song. Literally stuck in my head 24/7.
Literally?
We knew Amber was.
I'm sorry, I got a Lieutenant Aries said I got a tabby looking cat named Billy Bob, and that's gonna be one of the 10 out of 10 names I've heard for a pet ever. Thank you.
Was a binge eater, and we also knew that no matter what emotion she was feeling, she would binge. But we also knew that when she was sad, that's when she seemed to do most of her binging. So it was important for Amber to be happy if she was going to do well on this weight loss journey. Yes, Amber was still on her weight loss journey, although at this point in the timeline, you could be forgiven for thinking it was completely over.
A lot of people keep asking me, am I still on my weight loss journey? Am I counting calories? What am I doing?
Amber usually just needed to be in the right frame of mind to get going again. And thanks to Crystal's grandmother, she was getting back to a more stable mental state. It was time for Amber to get back on track, and she did. She started filming more than she had recently, and the healthy eating was back.
Bam Shazam! It's hard to suck though.
See, that's the thing I hate about watching this whole series is the best way I can describe it is it's like every beginning of it is positive. Like you feel like Amber's gonna get herself back on track, but knowing where we are in current day, you know for a fact she doesn't. So it's like, you want to be all positive, you want to get happy, and you're like, yeah, she's gonna turn it around, but she doesn't because you already know the result. And that's the sad part.
She also told us that she was going to start working out again, although she told us she was going to start back working out on April the 1st. So perhaps this was an early April Fool's joke.
Right.
Actually, no, it couldn't have been Amber trying to be funny. If it was, she surely would have sped the clip up of her telling us she was going to work out. So she must have been serious. She even had a new target weight in mind. 199 pounds was the new end goal. And despite Amber previously saying she was done with long-term huge goals, she had made another. By now, almost everyone knew this wasn't going to happen, but the die-hard fans were still right behind her, of course. She even had a great idea on how to help her reach her new goal.
I post a picture a day of my body just because I want to go back and see progress, so you guys should definitely follow me on there.
It was a great idea, taking a photo.
Sorry, I want to pause real quickly and point out something as well that he says here. He brings up like the die-hard fans will still support her. And that's kind of the problem with the internet is that there's always going to be new people coming into the Amber sphere, the foodie sphere, all these different girl world creators and not know the lore. Similar to me. When I first heard about Amber, when she joined the LCU, I had no clue how dark and how deep some of the shit went. So the problem is that no matter what, they're going to always bring in new people that are interested in following somebody bigger on a weight loss journey, following somebody who seems like they're positive, etc., until they see for themselves, until they learn the lore, etc. So there's always going to be enough people positively in her corner telling her she's doing good, she's doing like enough, to the point that she's never actually going to get better because she's being enabled by people that don't know the history, don't know the truth, don't know the lore. And that's just the sad part about the internet.
Every day, and she gave us her Instagram so we could check out all her photos. So let's see how many she took. As well as Amber telling us her workouts would be happening soon, she also told us something else would be happening soon. Something very important.
Sorry, I want to point this out too. Rose Wilder said, I wonder how many of her supporters are actually buddy trolls. And while I do think there's a lot, I think that there is, like, let's say 100% of people that watch Amber, maybe 5% of them are real Amber supporters. But that 5% is enough to keep her going on being the bad person she is and doing bad and like falling back into the same habits. Because why would she have to get better if there's 5% of those people still telling her she's in the right? Because she keeps those 5% of people way closer to her than she does with the people who shit on her for doing bad. Does that make sense?
She said she was going to go to Overeaters Anonymous. Amber had told us recently her binge eating was getting out of control, and she was determined to get it sorted. And the first step in doing that was going to this Overeaters Anonymous. She had found a meeting not too far away being held in a church, and it made sense for it to be held there. After all, the best place to learn about getting healthy is a church.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because I was like...
Going to Overeaters Anonymous was a positive sign. It was a sign she was not content anymore with her binge eating and was ready to try and fix the problem. Despite Amber mentioning a couple of times now that she was going to go to this Overeaters Anonymous, it began to sound like she was almost talking herself out of going.
I just am insanely nervous. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go today. I will definitely keep you guys posted. A few things that are worrying me about the situation are, it's in a church. I'm agnostic. I'm actually extremely shy. I know I don't come off as shy. I'm really nervous to be meeting a bunch of other people.
Okay. I will say this as somebody who's identified as agnostic multiple times in their life. You shouldn't be afraid of like going to an event at a church, etc. If you're agnostic, there's a difference between atheist and agnostic. Agnostic means you believe that there's something, but you don't know what you believe in. Whereas atheist means you don't believe in anything, right? So I understand the apprehensiveness to wanting to involve yourself into religion, but just because an event is held at a church doesn't necessarily mean that everything is super deeply rooted in religion. Something like Overeaters Anonymous, what are they going to bring up? Extremely religious that's going to help you. Not shit.
Who are going through the same thing. I truly feel like I'm still going to be the only obese one, and it makes me feel very nervous, awkward, and anxious. I do not want to talk in front of all these strangers. I hope they don't make me talk. I don't think I could handle it. I'm nervous.
Nah, that's bullshit. So you can sit here and talk. No, because what I'm hearing is bullshit excuses. Now I'm getting angry. Because, so you can sit there and make excuse. I'll let you say the agnostic thing, but you're sitting there saying you don't want to talk in front of a bunch of strangers. Bitch, you sit there on the internet every day putting your fucking journey out there in front of a bunch of strangers. What it sounds like is a boatload of excuses from somebody who never wants to take accountability from their actions once again. And that's what pisses me off about when I watch these documentaries. For a second, you'll be rooting for fucking Amber, and then she says some shit and you're like, it's right back to it. Because, bitch, what do you mean? What do you actually fucking mean? Like,
I'm gonna cry. My weight loss journey is very emotional to me, and
you
I know
talk in
other
front of
people's
strangers every
struggles
day.
And problems and stories are most definitely gonna pull on my heartstrings, and I know I'm gonna cry. I don't know if I'm strong enough for this yet. Or what if
you cry on the internet? I'm literally making a drinking game out of how much you fucking cry. And you're gonna sit there and say, I don't want to cry in front of these excuses, because to be honest, that's all you've ever done is be a victim in front of the internet.
I'm even just the only one there? Then what do I do? Twiddle my thumbs? Like,
she didn't sound too eager to go. Many thought it was all talk, and she would never actually go. But Amber proved the doubters wrong when she arrived at the meeting place.
I'm currently in the OA parking lot, and there it is. That's not the front of it. I'm really nervous. We're here like an hour early. I told myself I wanted to come this early because I want to see how I felt in my gut, to see if...
What? No, you wanted to watch everybody walk in to see if they were as big as you or not. Can we call it for what it is here? Because that's really what you wouldn't pull up an hour early unless you wanted to watch everybody else walk in to see if they were as big as you or not. That's literally it.
I'm really gonna like go in there and stuff. So nervous.
Amber never normally got to prove the doubters or haters wrong, so her going to this meeting would have really stuck it to them. It would have, but there was a slight problem.
It is raining really hard. My hair and everything, I'm just a complete mess. We can't find the meeting because this church is big and there's like a bunch of buildings and John Paul houses. I have no idea. And they said come here. No one's answering. I've been like running in the rain for like a half an hour or plus, right? I'm exhausted. This is not what I was expecting whatsoever, so I'm pretty upset. An hour later, after talking to tons of people who have no idea what I'm talking about, I have like leaves on me. Oh my god. They have no idea. They're like, oh, maybe it's over there. I'll go talk to her. I cannot find a single OA meeting here. My necklace is literally soaking wet. My clothes, if you guys literally had to wear my shoes right now, you'd be disgusted. It wasn't supposed to rain like this. The newscast did not say it was supposed to rain today, so this was unexpected. It was raining extremely hard. It was beautiful at first, and then it just became ugly when I had to walk to like 50 different buildings. I literally feel like crap right now. I was really looking forward to this. I was honestly excited to just get some help. I have no idea what just happened. A higher power clearly isn't on my side today.
So when she looked up this Overeaters Anonymous group, did she not like do any... Because, like, let's say it is at a church, right? Sometimes churches have multiple different buildings. They'll have, like, a main thing where they do, like, their church, congregations at, etc. And then there's, like, separate buildings where they hold, like, classes for kids. They hold, like, stuff for, like, addicts, etc., whatever. Or multiple different buildings, depending on how big it is. But it's, like... She's saying she asked so many people, and you're gonna tell me nobody in that entire fucking building, you went to the front office of where, like, the church is, where you would talk to people about making donations, etc., and nobody knew where this was? You didn't get like Fusion said, you didn't catch a meeting room number? You didn't catch a building number anywhere? You didn't get a phone number for who is hosting this session? Because I guarantee if you called them and said you couldn't find it, they'd answer and tell you where to go.
After everything's all said and done, I spy a piece of a rainbow.
Sadly, Amber couldn't find this Overeaters Anonymous. So, what did she end up doing instead of attending the meeting?
We got 2 of these cookie dough Arctic Zero ice creams and 2 of the chocolate peanut butter.
Amber not being able to find the meeting was devastating for her. She really needed to get help for her binge eating, and sooner rather than later. Her weight was rapidly getting out of control.
No, because that's also bullshit, because there's many of groups online. There's so many, like, Overeater Anonymous, like, groups online. Let's say you can't make it to an in-person group therapy meeting, go to an online session. Anything at this point. You do everything on the internet, you talk about everything on the internet, but won't actually use the internet to help you get what you... Nah, bitch, like...
Last time I stepped on the scale for me, I was 405, and then I stepped on it again today and it kept saying error. It couldn't even weigh me. It was so upsetting. The scale that we have was like $130 and it was meant for people my size, and it wouldn't even work. It really just like opened my eyes. It made me feel absolutely horrific.
Okay, so let me just tell you, my makeup looks like a hot mess too, because guess what? I've been like wiping it off and stuff, and it's not all the way gone.
I need to be back on track. I need to stop breathing so hard all the time. I miss being 350 pounds. Like, what? I have so much going on right now. I recently just found out that my mom's living in a tent. She lives in Oklahoma, so they have really, really horrible weather lately. I'm just so worried. All this.
Her scales reading error was shocking to Amber. It wasn't so shocking to the people who watched her regularly, but it was shocking to her. She realised she had gone too far. Gaining so much weight was causing issues she hadn't even thought of before.
I think when you reach this size at that point, you might as well get one of the scales that they use at veterinary offices for horses. Because you're getting closer to horse weight than you are to human weight, and at least you know it'll read. I'm just saying.
Moment today when I put on this red wife beater. It was actually a sad moment. I wore this shirt, I think 2 Christmases ago in public. I wore it with a really cute white necklace. I had this really cozy white sweater cardigan over me. It fit me perfectly. As I put on this red shirt, I noticed how differently it fit me. Instead of it fitting me accurately, now I've gained so much weight that it's shorter on me. Not cute.
It's busting at the seams. Like you're a sausage trying to fit into the casing and that bitch is busting out. Yeah. You're a can of Pillsbury biscuits. Somebody hit on the counter one too many times. Yeah.
She couldn't find the Overeaters meeting. Her scales read error, her clothes didn't fit, the universe just seemed to be against her.
Crystal and I ordered some Chinese for dinner, and this was my fortune. You are a happy man. Thank you so much, Chinaman, for telling me that I'm a man.
Her scales not even being able to read her weight anymore was the last straw though, and back came a brand new challenge.
First, I'm calling it Amberlynn's Active 30. Hashtag Amberlynn's Active 30. For 30 days, I want to be active for at least 20 minutes. Coming from zero exercise for the last couple of months, I think that's extremely doable. It'll be me going in the right direction. Where I live, we have a lot of like trails and stuff, and Crystal and I are very interested in walking on a trail tomorrow, so I'm so excited. It's gonna be nice starting off like on a trail because I really enjoy walking on those, and I just want to let you guys know I'm super excited.
30 days of being active for 20 minutes should have been easy.
Yeah.
If she had a job, it would have been even easier. Amber may not have been good in the past at sticking to mini challenges, but one thing she was getting better at was talking on camera. At first, she seemed so shy and scared, but she was clearly growing a little more comfortable with every video that passed.
I don't know if that was a good thing, though. Like, can we be real? I don't know if her growing comfortable in front of the camera was a good thing. Because that just made her be a shittier person on the internet time and time again.
Talking on camera isn't as easy as it looks.
Hi, people. Oh, fuck's sake.
Seeing those scales read error must have really affected Amber. Not only
Yo, I just realized something. In the midst of moving, I moved that basket, and Pumpkin couldn't get into her little hidey hole this whole time, where y'all usually see her. My bad.
only was she back in the kitchen, but for the first time ever she was in the car, in the driver's seat. Amber was learning to drive and Crystal was her teacher. To be a good driver, you have to stay calm.
I'm actually moving the car. This is the funniest thing. We're going in circles.
Can I be real? This is exactly why at 25, I've made it such a serious point to get my license. When I see these clips of Amber, I'm like, no, I can't be this. I literally can't be this. I promise you guys, by the end of this year, I'm gonna be like, by February of next year, that's my main goal. By February of 2027, I will have my driver's license. And I fucking mean that, because I cannot be this.
I just braked it. I feel like I'm flying. Oh my god, I pressed gas, babe.
February 14th, Jill's right.
And then if I take my foot off of gas, it slows down. Oh my god!
And as well as being calm, you have to keep your eyes on the road. Don't let yourself get distracted.
I've been driving for probably an hour. Squirrel, 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 squirrel! Where? Right there, right there. Look, 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 look. Where? Oh. Do you see it? Yeah. Aw.
It's also important to be as safe as possible.
Oh yeah, you guys are probably wondering why I'm not wearing a seatbelt. True. That's because we're in a parking lot. And the seatbelt like thing is like digging into my leg.
I'll be real, the only place I'm comfortable currently driving is a parking lot. You put me on the road, bitch, I'll freak the fuck out.
So I didn't even try to.
And I have my permit.
Crystal had been teaching Amber how to be more independent and learn to drive. There was a real sense coming through Amber's videos that she was wanting to better herself. Maybe the scales reading error really did ignite something in her. Crystal actually spent hours at a time teaching Amber to drive. One time she spent 6 hours trying to teach Amber. We may not have known as much about Crystal as we wanted, but we knew she was sweet. And of course, we knew Crystal didn't like being on camera. Although that didn't stop Amber from putting her camera literally... God damn it. Didn't stop Amber from physically putting her camera in Crystal's face. But we did...
And I think that's the part that has annoyed me the most about watching this era of Amber. Is that you will literally hear Crystal saying, no, I don't want that on camera. No, I don't want to show this, etc., etc. And then you still see Amber putting the camera on her, filming her in moments when she doesn't think she's being filmed. Why? You have somebody who's been nothing but supportive, nothing but loving to you, and you want to push their boundaries in a weird way. Why?
Didn't know Crystal liked her computer games and just enjoyed being low-key and quiet. She was also always there to support Amber.
I literally just wanted everything. I really wanted to binge really bad. Crystal knew this. She helped me. I am so grateful for her. When I told her, I feel like I just want to stuff my feelings, and her exact words were, "You would feel so much better if you didn't." I know it's just like a common typical sentence, but I really felt it, and it hit home, and she was right. I'm glad I didn't binge. I'm very happy with myself. Crystal was going downstairs, so I said, "Hey, will you get me an extra snack?" If she would have done that, I would have been over my calories. She looked at me and said, "Do you really want to do this?" Because she knows my goal.
And this has always been Amber's problem. There's zero accountability for herself. It's everybody else in her life holding her accountable. And then if you push too hard, she's gonna make it seem like you're the fucking problem.
Was to count my calories and not go over. By her doing that, she helped me completely. And guess what?
I didn't go over my calories. I didn't go over my calories. I did it. I'm actually really proud.
I know it's only...
You're proud, but not because of yourself. You're proud because somebody else had to literally hold you basically with handcuffs because your fat ass wasn't going to walk downstairs to get the snack yourself. She basically said, no, you either go walk down and get it or you're not eating. And that's what it takes to get your fat ass to fucking put the snacks down. Like,
been one day for me is like 100 for you. Willpower is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. When I was down 89 pounds, I had amazing willpower.
Amber was learning to drive, trying to be more independent. She was counting calories. She was spending more and more time around Crystal's grandmother. She was being supported by Crystal. All of this is exactly what she needed. She needed to be in a good mental state to keep on track this time and keep the binge eating at bay. So then it's a real shame that this happened.
I'm gonna come at you guys as a surprise, because it came at me as a surprise, definitely. It was going through something the last quite a few.
Considering how bloated she looks in this video, she put on weight.
Vlogs, to be honest. Doing a lot of crying off the camera, and just a lot of people guessed what I was going through. I'm not sure how. Lucky guessed. About a month ago, I was having some troubles in my relationship. Crystal and I were having like a little issue. We were trying to work it out for about 2 weeks. We didn't tell anybody. We just kept everything private completely. And on April 1st, we decided to break up. I made a video on April 3rd, 2 days after the breakup. I literally cried the whole video. It was 14 minutes long.
Does this count? Are we counting this? Because that seemed very fake.
I cried the whole video. I was literally a mess. Because I never felt so heartbroken in my life.
No!
Because I love Crystal more than I have ever loved anybody in my whole life.
More than I have ever loved anybody in my whole life.
More than I have ever loved anybody in my whole life.
More than I have ever loved anybody in my whole life.
Does this count?
Today is April 13th. It has been 10 days since that video was made. I deleted the video because
I'll get it poured up. I feel like
I told you guys
counts.
why we broke up. I opened up about the whole situation, but it just didn't feel right to upload to YouTube. I had a gut feeling that it wasn't right, so I deleted it. I would never keep someone in a relationship if they didn't feel it was right. That's not the type of person I am. Time heals. Of course I'm not healed all the way because
Yep.
Crystal really is my everything, and now like she's not my girlfriend, she's my best friend. It hurts to say, and there's so many times where I look at her and I just want to hold her and hug her. And
can I say, I feel like this, and this is me like being real, giving genuine advice to Amber. Her biggest problem in leaving these relationships, and I know it's hard because she's a lesbian, so it's like a different situation when you're like dating a woman. You feel like such extreme, like I know exactly what she's talking about here, where it's like you break up and you want to be friends, but that's the problem. If Amber actually went through these breakups and stopped talking to these people, maybe she'd actually have the chance of meeting somebody who cares about her getting better. But the problem is that even look at Tommy, for example. I don't know, I'm sure the Tommy stuff will come up soon in these well, not soon, but like in time in these documentaries, right? But like from what I know from the Tommy situation, Tommy, documented feeder, has passed with an ex who ate themselves to death. Gets with Amber, obviously displays patterns of being a feeder, right? Amber and Tommy break up. I don't know who broke up with who. Amber gets online and says she's a victim of Tommy. Months later, they're now back together. Well, why would that have happened other than the fact that you kept talking to Tommy the entire time?
Tell her how much I love her. And I wish, like, I could, but I can't.
Oh my god, sorry. Once again to pause, Sammy said she's never seemed to have genuine chemistry with any of her partners, and that's also part of the problem too. She doesn't know what real love is. She thinks that, like, basic just treating somebody nicely is love. She thinks that the type of stuff that you would experience in a friend type of relationship is love. Like, whenever I hear women online being like, oh, well, my partner bought me this, so they're in love with me. Bitch, they're not in love with you just because they bought you something. I buy shit for my friends all the time. I love being able to buy my friends, like, a little drink when we go to Starbucks or whatever, because I used to be the friend who didn't have it like that. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean they're fucking in love with you. The problem is she sees, like, monetary things as love. That's part of her problem. And the other problem is she sees excusing her shitty behavior as love.
We told everybody individually. First thought that a lot.
Outsold by Tom said Tommy was DMing her during the exposed stream. She never cut contact. And that I believe wholeheartedly. Because she wouldn't have gone on and done that exposed stream and get back together with Tommy if she wasn't DMing Tommy the entire time and using that stream as a way to get Tommy's attention. Because that's all it ever was.
A lot of people thought was that I'd be moving, and a lot of people cried because they didn't want me to move. And eye-opening how much people care for me here and how I'm loved and wanted, and it's crazy.
Yes, the thing Amber wouldn't tell us about that was causing her to vlog less was her and Crystal had broken up. Crystal seemed to be what Amber needed, but Crystal didn't love Amber anymore. Perhaps it was because Crystal didn't care much for the vlogging Amber would constantly do. Amber knew Crystal didn't like.
No, really what it was Amber pushed every single boundary that Crystal had. Amber would push and push and push, and it seems like this is a repetitive behavior with partners where she will start feeling comfortable and then try to push things farther to try to make her life easier. She's a lazy piece of shit through and through, and that's the problem. Until she gets over her laziness issue, she will never be ready to be in a relationship, because you can't be in a relationship and be lazy. If one partner feels like they're doing more than the other partner, there's gonna be fights, and that's that.
Like it, but she didn't seem to respect Crystal enough to stop including her in her videos. Or perhaps Crystal was just getting sick of Amber saying the same thing over and over.
So I'm literally obsessed with these sparkling ice. It can literally be anything. I literally hate when I do that.
Or maybe it was because Amber seemed to care more about YouTube than she did Crystal. Crystal always seemed to be the third wheel in her relationship to YouTube. A sort of cook, one might say. But maybe it wasn't because of any of that, because to be fair to Amber, the girl who shared everything on her channel,
it is literally like my time of the month,
said she was not going to go into detail as to why Crystal ended the relationship. But it was still a shame for Crystal. She never wanted to appear in Amber's videos, and now she was in them forever. Even after the breakup, Amber kept filming Crystal, even when it was clear to everyone, apart from Amber, that Crystal didn't want her to film.
What are you doing?
Bro. That's the shit I was literally saying back in part, like, 1 and 2. I'm pretty sure both of the parts, you could tell Crystal doesn't want to be on camera. She doesn't want her life on camera. I have family, for example, that have never been on social media in their life, that never want to be on social media in their life. The last thing I'm ever going to ask them to do or force them to do is be on one of my live streams. They know I do YouTube. They don't really give a fuck as long as they're not involved. But the second you start involving someone who wants nothing to do with an online presence is when you become the villain, low-key, because you have no reason to involve Crystal in your online shit other than you can't think of what to talk about by yourself.
Are you recording this? Are you?
What is she doing?
I don't know. Are you recording right now?
What you doing? Why? I don't have any teeth.
Oh my god, I just laughed for a full minute. I don't think we played a record going.
Other rule.
Is this content? You really gotta record everybody playing a board game right now? Do you really think this is the fucking content?
Genius, baby.
History.
What region was explored by Giovanni da Verenzano? Northeast, northwest, southeast, or southwest?
Southwest.
Northeast.
Bitch.
Now, Amber not filming for days and almost weeks at a time made sense. It's likely that by not filming constantly, Amber thought she could win back Crystal. She did want Crystal to take her back after all.
Crystal broke up with me. I don't think it's my right to say why she did that. That is her business. So that is not my business.
That's really fucking funny because her medical business became your stream's business when you were in a relationship with her. It's not hard for us to figure out why Crystal didn't want to fucking be with your big ass anymore.
Business to share, if that makes sense. Tell everyone's comments who are super, super sweet. I appreciate that more than I could ever even express. And I really do hope that everything works out between us.
But after...
Of course it fucking didn't, because you don't understand what the word boundaries mean. You don't understand what the word no means sometimes. People will literally directly say no to Amber and she continues doing the fucking thing. I don't get that.
A few weeks of being broken up and realising Crystal was not going to take her back, Amber started up the filming again. Crystal was now talking to other girls online and seemed ready to move on. That may have seemed a little fast, but Crystal had been thinking of breaking up for over a year. Roughly how long Amber had been making videos for YouTube.
There you go.
Amber, just like her fans, were unsure for what the future would hold for her. Would Amber have to move out of the family home quickly? Would Amber have to say goodbye to their pets and never see them again? It almost certainly meant that
Better
Amber
for
and
the
Crystal
pets,
playing board
honestly.
games together would soon be over. Amber knew she
I'm sorry, that was like, yes. Snowflake said, I'm gonna make sure you're awake.
could be left in a sticky situation with this breakup, so she started doing perhaps what she should have done a long time ago.
I filled out some applications to try to get a job. I called around trying to see if they even got the application. I called Walmart and I'm not even in their system. And I'm like, what? They want me to go to Walmart to fill out the application, I guess. We're on our way to go do that. Walmart Hiring Center. I have to sit in this little stool. Okay. Ready, set, go. I just did my application and you guys will never ever guess how long it took me. I was so precise. I thought it was just like an application. Here comes this quiz slash test slash assessment full of 65 in-depth like questions. I should have been studying for this. I was really, really nervous. It said
in-depth questions? What? You're joking.
That it will tell me if I pass or fail. If I failed, I won't be able to do another application for Walmart for 2 full years. So I did the 65 questions and I passed. I was so flippin' happy you don't even know.
Because it's like common sense questions. She's acting like these were like questions like on a SAT, bitch. You don't need to study. It's common sense.
The whole situation took me over 3 hours. They said they'll contact me via email. There was a girl.
Amber had not worked in the whole time we had been getting to know her, but she was ready. She was still learning to drive with Crystal, as the two remained friends, and now she was applying for jobs. This was exactly what she needed. To be more independent and working, making new friends, earning her own money, not always relying on Crystal and her family. Having a job would also get her in more of a routine. She was always complaining how she was so tired, although I am not sure why she was always so exhausted.
Good morning, everybody.
I mean, I think the easy answer on why she's so exhausted is because it's easier to just say you're tired than do anything.
Okay, more like good afternoon, but that's okay. Hello, everybody. The night before, I literally got 0 sleep. I think about 2 hours. I ended up falling asleep super late last night. I was so tired. And right now it is almost 2 a.m. so
Amber seemed to be doing exactly what was needed to better herself. However, not everyone was convinced. Some watching Amber accused her of only putting on a show for Crystal. If she wasn't putting on...
I mean, it's fucking obvious. She couldn't give any of this energy when she was in a relationship with Crystal. It takes Crystal breaking up with her for her to realize, maybe I've got to make a change. And it's not going to be permanent. The second she gets back together with Crystal or in another relationship, all of this is going to be gone. Promise you. Know that.
On a show and did genuinely want a job and to be more independent, then that show.
Oh shit, I see we got a raid. I missed who it was from. Thank you. I think it was Nightmares People, if I'm correct. If it was Nightmares People, thank you all for joining. We're watching a Snowflake documentary on some old Amber lore, so buckle in. It's some interesting shit.
Some clear thinking, not always associated with Amber.
The breakup was very two-way. I didn't want to be with someone who wasn't happy in a relationship, so we both agreed upon it.
Yes, thank you, Nightmare!
Despite Crystal breaking up with Amber, Amber now seemed to believe the breakup was almost mutual. Amber saying she wouldn't allow Crystal to be with someone she didn't want to be with was a strange thing to say. It was almost like she had some control over the situation.
No, literally!
Something that a narcissist would do. Which was an accusation that was being used by some of her viewers. But I don't know if she is a narcissist or not.
Look, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not going to say if she's a narcissist or not. But what I will say confidently is Amber is somebody who needs the attention. She breathes off the attention, which is something we've kind of been talking about this entire stream. Is if she has 1% of the support from her audience, that's enough for her to keep going on her shitty behavior because she doesn't care. One person saying something positive to her and she sees that over the negative people is enough. That's all it fucking takes. If one person is giving her positive reinforcement, she will continue on the negative ass behavior, even though half of them are fucking buddy trolls. It's actually insane of a concept, but what can I say?
Not qualified to make that judgment, although I know someone who just might be. Hello, this is Dr. Flake. Today's question is
Wait, hold on. He's using my intro song in the background. That's so funny.
Amberlynn Reid a narcissist? Just a reminder, I'm not diagnosing anybody in this video, only speculating about what could be happening. If you enjoy this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and consider supporting me on Patreon. I will put the link to Patreon in the description to this video. Amberlynn Reid is a super popular plus-sized YouTuber who is known primarily for her interesting vlogs and known secondly for her weight loss journey.
Who are you lying to?
Amberlynn Reid has now been accused by many for some time now of being a narcissist. Again, a reminder, I'm not diagnosing anyone. Instead, we'll tell you the most common traits of a narcissist. One of the main traits of a narcissist is being extremely sensitive to criticism. As we know, Amberlynn Reid has taken several breaks already at this point because of the light criticism she has received from online trolls, as she calls them. And she will argue with people in her comment section on her videos.
So the same shit she does now?
A narcissist will create their world around them to be what they want it to be. And here we see how someone has called Amber out for getting rid of negative comments and leaving just the kind comments. Another common trait a narcissist will show is wanting to be recognized as superior even without achievements that warrant it. And this can be seen when Amber will expect praise for doing well on her fitness program even when not putting in the required effort in the gym, or when she would go over her calorie limit for that day.
I'm sorry, Gail, but this song is getting me. But the problem is, it shouldn't be this documentable how bad your history is with weight loss, with accountability, with lying, etc., but it is. The more I watch this, the more I see it's like she'll sit there and tell new people who have no clue who she is that it's bullies and haters attacking her. It's your own actions attacking you. It's your own fucking shit that you did coming back to bite you in the ass. Ain't karma a fucking bitch, Amber?
But would want praise for logging all of those calories. The next trait is exaggerating achievements and or talents. We see this particularly when Amber tells us how good of a dancer she is. Another trait of the narcissist is believing that no matter what they are talking about, others will find it as interesting as they do. We especially see this when Amber
I'm sorry, flipping the picture upside down was diabolical work, Snowflake.
Records literally hours and hours worth of footage of her playing board games. expecting her viewers to be as interested in the games as much as she is. A hugely infamous trait is a general love for themselves more than anyone else in their life.
I am a really kind-hearted, funny person.
Another trait is thinking you know better than everyone else, and we see this when her fans actually offer her advice and Amber refuses to take it. The narcissist can become extremely obsessed with something.
He cannot be using these diabolical photos. I'm so sorry. This is crazy work. What is this? Who is this? This is like if fucking a Victorian child tried to, like... Remember when I said Amberlynn Reid was easily drawable? I meant it. Example A, I drew her. Cottage cheese legs, liver tit and all. Okay? She's there. Easily drawable.
In this case, Amber and her vlogging. Sometimes vlogging to tell us she wasn't vlogging, but then would proceed to vlog further.
I'm not vlogging today, as you guys can tell. My necklace is bothering me, sorry. I just went to Starbucks, by the way. I got the passion fruit tea, literally, oh my god. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Another is not wanting, but needing.
Matthew Johnson peeped it. Bro, I literally can't stop dancing because he's using my intro music, and I fucking love... No joke, out of all the music on the YouTube audio library, because I scoured, it's the best song. And it just makes me groove.
Other people's approval and love.
You guys are sweet, 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 sweet messages to me. Wherever you can find me, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, Ask FM, just everywhere. Comments on...
Ask FM tells me exactly how old this is. Gotta mention that. I just remember when Ask FM was a thing on Snapchat. Crazy
old YouTube videos. You guys are just like, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. Where are you? Where are you? And it literally brought tears in my eyes. Wow, I'm loved.
Like I say, I'm not here to diagnose, just to give some clear, non-biased thoughts on narcissistic traits. Please put any opinions and thoughts in the comment section. They always generate an interesting dialogue. As always, I hope you found my analysis of this topic to be informative. Thanks for watching.
Beautiful even.
Amber and Crystal were over. We knew at some point Amber would have to move out and say goodbye to Crystal's family. Amber and Crystal may have been over, but they were still friends, and they still did things couples would do. They still went to the cinema. They still went out for meals, just the two of them.
If you ever come to Texas Roadhouse, you have to get the cactus blossom. It is onion, and you dip it in the sauce. Oh my god.
So what I'm hearing is Texas Roadhouse just came out with a shitty version of the Outback Steakhouse Blooming Onion. And that's on being an Outback Steakhouse diehard. Love that shit.
Gosh, it's so delicious. Crystal got a water with lemon. I got diet soda.
The greatest discovery since fat women discovered Diet Coke.
Now I can eat anything.
They even shared a bed still,
wild clip
which
to put in
many
there.
found strange, but I couldn't possibly comment. Dude, that's really fucking weird. Not much had really changed between the two. It's almost as if Amber returned to her ordinary life.
Because, I mean, let's be real. You can't really say you're broken up when you're just doing everything that you would at being in a couple, but with the term that we're broken up. They were just low-key getting ready to put the U-Haul back together.
And nothing had really changed. Which perhaps explains why Amber seemed back to herself very quickly after the breakup announcement video. She seemed back to her old self. Back to telling us how she was going to lose weight this time. Back to playing board games. Back to filming things that only she cared about, like when she explained what her bath routine was. Thankfully, Amber didn't film herself having a bath. Even
I was literally about to say, if this bitch films herself in the bathtub, that will be my last straw for today. But thankfully, she doesn't.
She drew the line here. You've got to be pretty pathetic
Dollar
to
Tree
do that
bath
kind of thing.
Snowflake! Snowflake! No. No. No, sorry, Snowflake, the next time I see you, I'm bullying you for that. I am bullying you for that. What the fuck? No. No. What are you, Belle Delphine now, Snowflake? No. Oh, just you wait till you come back in my chat. Oh, just you wait. Oh, just you wait. Oh, no. No. Is this fucking Jimmy? Is this fucking Jimmy Bunker? Put the fucking glass. I will. Snowflake. I'm about to bill you. I'm about to bill you for my fucking therapy sessions.
Look, tastes like fucking shit.
So Amber was back to filming herself constantly again, and she was back to counting calories. She had been sporadically counting calories over the last few months, a few days doing it here and there, then...
I'm sorry, you can't casually go from that to that. That was a crazy transition, Snowflake. Crazy.
And stopping. Then a week or two would go by and she would count calories again for a few days or possibly even several.
What the fuck are these dried ass fucking bean bops looking like? I'm sorry about it. I'm about to say the most fucking outlandish shit I've ever said on this channel. So just like buckle up and prepare. When I hear that people gotta get their testicles removed, this is what I envision.
Well, that's what she had been telling us anyway. But by now, we had come to take everything she said with a pinch of salt.
Gotta be honest with you guys, I have not successfully counted calories in quite a few months.
She may have been loose with the truth about counting calories, but she promised us she was back to healthy eating at least, and she was back to explaining why the healthy eating was actually bad for her.
Bad? I'm gonna lose it. This is my final... I'm gonna lose it.
The reason when I was diagnosed, the pain completely stopped for 2 years. A lot of the reason why it stopped was because I completely stopped my weight loss journey. I got gallstones because of rapid weight loss. Every time...
No, I'm not doing this. Cause of gallstones. Gallstones form when liquid bile stored in your gallbladder hardens into solid pieces. This happens when bile contains too much cholesterol or bilirubin, or if your gallbladder does not empty correctly and the fluid becomes too thick. Common risk factors: being female or over the age of 40, carrying extra weight, or having obesity. Now, losing weight very fast is one of the options on this list, but can we be so for real? It's your big obesity ass, and you're trying... I get so frustrated. Because a lot of the problems, like, there's certain things like this, where it's like, okay, the same thing could happen from losing weight quickly, but are you losing weight quickly, or did you lose 89 pounds over a year ago and you're still hung up on that in your fucking head? It's your obesity.
And a midnight wiener stroker.
For therapy, smiley face emoji.
Thank you, Fusion. Thank you, Fusion. That's like half of the therapy bill. I'll only bill Snowflake for the other half now. Thank you.
Every time I would lose weight, the attacks would come. Every time I'd gain weight, the attacks would leave. I was sabotaging my mind so much by gaining weight. I did not want gallstone attacks. The pain was something that I just...
Then lose weight. Yes, it could be from rapid weight loss, but you're not experiencing something like anorexia or bulimia. Like, stop. That's my fucking problem, is that she will make other people who are on similar journeys to her fear of these things, when realistically your obesity is the problem.
Just couldn't bear. This week I have been doing absolutely incredible. I have not been doing this well in a very, very long time.
When have you ever
Comes
been
with that
doing
is
well?
weight loss, and the weight loss is probably happening really, really fast. I haven't weighed myself, so I don't know how fast, and what's happening with that is I
haven't weighed myself, so I don't know how fast. So you're sitting there attributing a problem to your fucking rapid, quote unquote, weight loss, which isn't even rapid. And the same problem could be attributed to obesity, and you really think it's due to rapid weight loss? You're dense as fuck, and you're lying to your audience so that you can get away with not having to lose the weight, and that's what I never respected about this bitch, is she's a bold-faced liar through and through, because no doctor would have told her it's from rapid weight loss. Any doctor would have told her it's from her morbid obesity.
I'm having gallstone attacks again. I'm also having some other symptoms that I don't really feel like sharing. It's really making me nervous. If your attacks get worse, your gallstones get worse, your gallstone will go into your intestine and it will go to your liver. I do not want that to happen to me, you guys.
It wouldn't fucking happen if you put down the fucking bag of chips. If you put down eating a second portion every fucking time you ate. Stop chasing the fork and chase the goddamn treadmill at this point.
I literally am terrified. Although I'm tired of living in fear to lose weight. I am absolutely tired of it. I want to be normal again. I'm tired of feeling sick. I'm tired of feeling the pain. I want to lose weight fast. I really do. I want to be healthy. For that to happen, I need my gallbladder to come out.
To be fair to Amber, her health issues did send her to the hospital.
I'm literally an idiot. They gave me one of...
But the problem is her obesity, not rapid weight loss. That's my problem, is that she will portray it like it's X, Y, and Z. No, bitch, it's your obesity causing your gallbladder issue.
These like pee things, and I was supposed to pee in it, but I had to pee so bad from drinking so much water that I peed in the toilet and forgot to pee in the cup. So about that.
Gallstone issues.
What are you talking about? You put the cup... Nah. Any woman knows exactly. You put the cup, there's one piss hole, bitch. You put the cup straight under your piss hole and you piss. It's that simple. Any woman knows what I'm talking about. She's making this way more complicated because she didn't want to get whatever tested.
Are brought on by too much cholesterol in the body. So
Shocker.
It's a mystery as to why Amber was suffering from this.
Mystery.
Amber was also back to being proud of herself.
Crystal and I just went to one of our favorite like buffet places. It's called Hibachi. It's trained.
Gallbladder problems. Let me go to the buffet. Any shred of empathy I had for her went out the window.
Chinese food, sushi, things like that. Normally I go there and easily eat 3 to 4 plates of just pure piled on food, fried rice, fried like everything, whether it be crab rangoon.
I'm predicting that she's gonna say she only ate 2 plates.
Food, fried chicken, not a single vegetable.
What's wrong with you? Yeah, I just saw that.
For dessert, I get a whole plate. I love their ice cream. They have these medium-sized ice cream, vanilla ice cream cups that I'm obsessed with, and I usually have like 4 of those. I'm honestly so beyond proud of myself. Dessert consisted of cantaloupe. I got one of the ice creams that I like, and I only took 3 bites of it. Like,
what? Like, who am I now? Like,
how many plates of food did you eat before that, Amber? How many plates?
Like, who am I?
I love being on track. It feels freaking incredible. Calories. It's the orange chicken, full size.
Notice how she didn't say how many plates she ate at that buffet, just the amount of dessert she had? Yeah.
It's super delicious. And that's what I wanted, honestly. Like, deep down in my heart, I was like, no. I got a 570 calorie Asian salad, which literally was gigantic. I didn't even finish it all. So I had less than 570 calories.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I see her sunglasses on top of her head.
I normally would get a cheesecake that's around 1,100 calories. I would leave the place sick because I'd also get appetizers, I'd eat the bread. This time I got a cheesecake that was 600 calories. It was a low carb with strawberries. I'm walking out of there not full. I'm satisfied, proud, I'm happy and accomplished. I just can't even believe I did that.
The second she said she's not full, I know she's stopping for ice cream on the way home. Like, don't even fucking play with me.
I honestly, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. I'm just really proud of myself and I wanted to share that with you guys.
and she was back to being annoyed with the scales again.
I did weigh in today. I was expecting to be down weight from yesterday. I stepped on the scale and for some reason it said error. There's no way on track. I'm eating my calories, I'm eating healthier, etc. It really just dampers my mood completely. The scale really knows how to get to me. I hate
the scale. Is it the scale, Amber? Is it the scale, Amber? Is it the weight on your body that you're weighing yourself on? Is it this? At this point, because what do you mean it's a scale? It's you on this. It's your big fat ass on this scale. Every time she says it's a scale, you're on the scale. You're walking your big fat ass onto the scale. The scale doesn't change. Your big fat ass changes the way.
how the scale just decides the type of mood I'm going to be in today. It's very...
So it seemed like everything was back to normal despite the breakup. Although not everything was as it was before. Amber had often been accused of quitting every new thing she started. New challenges, new diets, new goals. And she had always stubbornly denied ever quitting anything. However, maybe because of the breakup, or maybe because her scales couldn't read her weight any longer, the penny seemed to have finally dropped for Amber.
How many times have I said, get a horse scale, get a horse scale? At this point, get a fucking horse scale. Exile said, wait, we were doing a drinking game every time she cried. Did she cry again and I miss it? I'll take another shot, but I might have missed it because this bitch is... Ooh.
Someone recently on Ask FM told me that I have gave up on absolutely everything I've ever started once I started YouTube. Don't mind my cat hair. I'm a cat lady and I love it. Regarding me giving up on practically everything, they are absolutely correct. I start plans, programs, walking, anything that I start, I completely give up. I back down, I lose sight of myself and completely become weak. Counting?
She may have realized she was a quitter, but there was one thing she was not quite ready to give up on.
I'm currently on my way to the OA meeting. I've been texting one of the people that
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I know she never walked her happy ass into a single OA meeting. Don't lie to me.
actually attend the OA meeting, and she seems really nice and she's super excited for me to go there. She's pushing me to go there. It's like we've known each other forever. Super nervous. My stomach hurts. Here we go. There's the building. This one right here, I'm pretty sure.
Then walk your happy ass, waddle up those fucking steps. I don't want to hear why you're not there.
I got my little chip for attending. I also got a bunch of pamphlets. It was Crystal and I and 3 others. I wasn't expecting to read or anything, but I decided to read. Felt comfortable there, but not comfortable enough in my own skin to share anything. As you guys can tell, my cheeks are so red, they're like purple looking. So embarrassing. The meeting was an hour. I cried literally 10 times plus. Whenever someone would
Are we taking a shot for the phantom cry? I don't know. You let me know.
share their story or they're reading something that struck home, I cried and I couldn't help it. They were like silent tears, but there were a lot of them. I really plan on going to this meeting whenever I'm not busy on Fridays. I'm really happy I went. I was taught a lot. I really am not alone.
You were taught so much that 10 years later you're still in your bad, shitty fucking patterns, right?
Insane that these people feel exactly how I do on a day-to-day basis.
She may not have said much when at the meeting, but just getting through the door was the first step to recovery. And she planned on going every Friday if she could.
But she
However,
didn't.
since attending her first meeting, 3 Fridays had passed and she had not gone back.
Shocker! Who's surprised?
You. You're so cute.
That wasn't the only thing she seemed to have given up on.
Hello everybody, I just wanted to make a real quick video, another weight loss diaries if you will. I'm currently not on track.
The healthy eating, the 30 days of movement, everything in the last 3 months she said she was going to do, she didn't. Well,
are we fucking surprised? When has Amber ever told the fucking truth?
Apart from the gym, she did manage to make it to the gym once, then told us she couldn't go back because of a cold sore on her face.
If this gets bigger by tomorrow, I will not be attending the gym. The last 2 days have been exceptionally cold for spring and around this time. It confuses my body and I get really chapped lips, which could possibly cause a cold sore here.
Do chapped lips cause a cold sore? No. Dry lips do not cause cold sores. Cold sores are caused by HSV1, also known as herpes. However, severely dry, cracked, or windburned lips can stress the skin and act as a trigger that wakes up the dormant virus if you already carry it. Your fucking HSV1 problem has nothing to do with the wind.
I feel really bad pain. If I end up getting a cold sore, videos will have to stop until the cold sore is gone. It's something I've dealt with my whole life.
She seemed to stop altogether.
Like Sammy said, no shame in the herp, but call it what it is. Don't act like it's from chapped lips, etc., etc. There's I can look it up. I'll look up the exact number. It's most of, how much of the population has HSV1? 64% of the global population, which means the world population, under age 50, about 3.8 billion people have it. I've been one of the lucky people. I can genuinely say I've never had a cold sore or anything like that in my life, but I know what it's caused by. Simple.
With any healthy talk, and instead replaced it with going to more and more restaurants and buffets. How can someone who makes so many videos about health end up going to so many buffets?
Like Navis said, people get cold sores. Don't be weird about it. Just shrug it off. It's not that big of a deal. It's not something that you can't go to the gym over. It's you're literally just making an excuse for why you can't. 64% of people got cold sores, and you're saying you can't go to the gym because of a cold sore. 64% of people, that's most of the population, gets them.
Despite Amber not sticking to anything recently, the scales had at least forgiven her. For now, anyway.
Happy to announce that the scale finally read me again. I'm really, really happy. I weighed in today at 405.2.
Sadly for Amber though, her and Crystal were still broken up.
Sorry, I gotta pause to read this as well. Like Malian said, it's only spreadable if it's an open sore and people are getting all up in it. And like Jill said, the sore prevents you from using the treadmill, surely. That's my point. You're not rubbing all over your cold sore and then rubbing it on the treadmill. That's got nothing to do with it. She's just making excuses. I could guarantee you at least half of this chat has dealt with cold sores in their life. And they're not saying they can't go to the gym because of it. That's your personal choice.
And to resolve any unanswered questions and clear up any confusion, Amber uploaded a video answering fan questions. And if you were an Amber diehard fan, it was a difficult watch.
When Crystal first broke up with me, it was literally the most horrible feeling I have ever felt in my whole entire life. My whole world crashed down. Everything changed. And I didn't want to believe it. We hid it from everybody. Even when we told Crystal's parents that we broke up, they were shocked. Her dad said, "But you guys seemed fine." Crystal told me one day she didn't feel the same for me anymore. She was not in love with me at all. She just was not in love with me anymore. I literally died.
You guys are right. You're saying shot, shot, shot. I see it. I got you. I'm on beat.
My just whole world fell apart.
I literally died. My just whole world fell apart.
I realized that I'm not in love with her either. I love Crystal so much as a person. She changed my life. She made me realize that there are angels out there. People with—
She just said I'm not in love with her either. Yes, you are. That's the problem. That's why you're literally standing here crying about it. That she broke up with you because you are in love with her and you're just not what she needs. That's really what it is.
big hearts. God, I wasn't supposed to cry. What is this? I cannot let her be with me. I do not want to trap her. I'm not that type of person at all. I know I need to move on, and Crystal's accepting it as well. I can't be here forever. I feel like it's very unhealthy for me to stay here. These people are my family. They've become very much like my family. But I feel like if I stay here, I'm putting my whole life on hold, and I feel like I'm really not gonna get anywhere with my life.
Yo, I didn't even think about that. Outsold by Tom said, imagine how guilty these videos must have made Crystal feel. She broke up with her so nicely, and now a day later, she's seeing this. And it's like, even in this, Amber's being extremely manipulative, being like, I see these people as my family, etc. I don't know what to do without them. She's like almost trying to like box Crystal in a point where it's like, you have to stay with me because my life has revolved around you. But sadly, like, that's what happens in adult relationships. When you get into adult relationships and you're together for a year, years, etc., you're going to involve your lives together. And if you break up, unfortunately, you're going to have to separate those lives that you involved together. And that's just part of being an adult. But the problem is that Amber has never needed to really grow up because there's always going to be somebody to fall back on.
And that's the truth. As much as it sucks and it hurts, I know I need to move on, and Crystal's accepting it as well.
Amber seemed to think it was her decision to leave the family house, or at least that's how it sounded. Perhaps that's just how she dealt with the situation. It couldn't have been easy after all. She had spent so much time around Crystal and her family, her grandma, the pets. It mustn't have been easy to think about leaving all of that behind. Even the place. Amber had moved to Virginia over 3 years ago just to be with Crystal. Surely it was going to be hard to say goodbye to Virginia as well.
I don't like Virginia as a whole. I don't like the weather. I don't like the people. I don't like the environment. I just don't like it at all. So I feel like it's right for me to leave.
Right.
Amber and Crystal had of course broken up, and despite Amber having some hope they would one day work it out, she realised now it was over for good.
Shocker.
Yes, she was sad, and it was going to take some time to get over this. After all, they had been together 3.5 years. Amber had never loved anyone as much as she loved Crystal.
She's special. She is one of the nicest people I've ever known in my life. She has a kind heart and a kind soul. She stopped looking at me with the eyes. She didn't kiss me the same. She didn't hug me the same. We were drifting apart and nobody knew it.
We knew eventually Amber would get over Crystal and move on, but we didn't know how long that would take. We just knew that because of how much Amber loved Crystal, it wouldn't be anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Destiny.
Oh.
It is literally... It's hard. There's a bang on the door and I literally thought Charlie was dead.
His face was literally just right here.
That we are literally in love with. So bad. That is like literally disgusting. Water beverage literally is so delicious. Big like debate and I'm like, I've never shaked with my right hand. And she's like,
so in love with Crystal. She moves on that fast though. So we will be tuning in to part 4 and maybe 5 next Friday. Every Friday over here, we're going to do some Snowflake documentaries to try to get some deep dives on Girl World, as I'm one of the newer reactors of what's going on over there. I think it's the best way to kind of get some lore. So that's where we're at right now. Destiny era looks like it's incoming based off of what you guys are saying in the chat. But that's where we're ending off for today. Other than pet of the day, of course. So I'm going to preemptively let you guys know, though, tomorrow I will not be streaming. Not like I usually stream on Saturdays, but exciting news. Me and S1K's 5-year anniversary is tomorrow. So we're both pretty excited. So we're going to be taking like the day off for the most part to like kind of hang out with each other. But 5 years literally blows my mind every time I think about it. I'm like, holy shit, I've spent like 5 years with the love of my life, and I'm just so happy and grateful every time I think about it. So I gotta spend tomorrow with him, even if we don't end up doing like our anniversary date tomorrow, which I don't think we will, because we have a fun plan for what we might do, but I'll let you guys know about that later on. But I'm just excited. I'm so happy. It's like 5 years. I love everything that like we've grown together. I love our babies. I love that we're moving into a new apartment like right around the same time. It's like everything is just kind of working out. So I can't complain about anything at the moment. Bear said, I love love. That's how I feel. I'm like, I love love. I'm excited. This weekend's my anniversary. It's been a whole year since we had an anniversary, so I'm excited to celebrate it with him. But I'm going to go ahead and do pet of the day so I can get you guys redirected over to where you're going to be going for today. We've spent a good 3 hours together. It's been a really fun stream today. I love doing the snowflake docs because I love getting like a taste of like what I don't know about Girl World, but also like feeling like I'm experiencing the same things that we've already seen, knowing who Amber is currently. It's strange. But let me go ahead. Sorry, you guys are gonna see that for a sec while I switch over to the Discord. There you go. Our pet of the day is Attila. Now, I can't confirm for you 100% if this is a strawberry Pac-Man frog, but I'm pretty sure it is. So this little guy, or I believe it's a guy because his name is Attila, is owned by Am Waller, okay? And I know I can tell you for a fact he's a Pac-Man frog, and I'm pretty sure he's a strawberry morph, which a strawberry Pac-Man frog just means that they have more pink than green. But he's a cute little guy, and if he is a strawberry, he owns my heart because I used to have a strawberry Pac-Man frog. I loved it a lot. His name is Raspberry, but frogs are really hard to keep. If you don't know much about like amphibians, reptiles, one thing you gotta know, frogs are the hardest to keep out of all reptiles, all amphibians, all that. They're really hard. Axolotls are hard too, but like frogs, certain species are a different level. Pac-Man frogs are easier, but you just gotta make sure you have the like right setup because you never know what can happen. But these guys, precious, adorable, and they get really big. Pac-Man frogs get really big. These guys burrow into the ground and they eat like worms and stuff. So, love him. But congratulations to Attila, our pet of the day. I'll see you guys back again 100% on Sunday. I don't know what time yet, but I'll keep you guys posted. Oh my god, Amanda said crested geckos. Crested geckos are actually the easiest reptiles. I was gonna do Wild Wednesday today, but I forgot about it, huh? Dang. Fuck me, I guess. But, crested geckos are actually, like, if you're interested in getting into reptiles, I highly recommend you get a crested gecko. That was my first reptile that I owned. They don't need light. They eat smoothies. They don't eat bugs, which is, like, nice. So, if you're interested in getting a reptile, get a crested gecko. And hit me up if you need care advice. I'm the one. But anyways, I'm going to get you guys redirected over to Exile. Go tune into Exile Warrior stream today. Hit him with a subscribe button. Help him get to those 500 subs so we can get Exile monetized. Please, that would be super helpful. He's been such a great friend of mine, a great friend of this channel, a great friend of our Discord. He does so much for the community. So if you guys could help out Exile, I would be greatly appreciated. But I'll see you guys back again on Sunday. I love you all, and I hope you have the best weekend ever.